Let's hope everything is working. Howdy, Claire. Howdy, Talks. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Hi. Robbed. We got robbed. Oh, the bot's not up. My apologies. I will fix that. I'm opening it now. I thought I'd opened it. I double, triple, quadruple checked everything too. I thought I checked absolutely everything. But yes, we were robbed. My bad. Let me just quickly fix this. But yes, I do hope that everyone is doing well. I hope that you all had a great week. Unfortunately, more of a quiet stream planned today. More just like a just chatting vibe. Or like a co-working vibe. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm not really feeling up to playing any games right now. Like, I thought about it. I went through the list of games there is, like Rivals, because I haven't played Rivals in so long. I'm starting to feel like I'm losing my identity because I haven't played Rivals in so long. But I don't know. It's just the thing of like I can't bring myself to it. I'm like, oh, I could play Rivals or Cyberpunk or Death Stranding, and they all sound really fun, but it's like kind of just want to like sit and not do anything. Like, not even games. It's one of those days, you know. Where the hell is it? How do I do this? I forgot how to do it. There it is. I forgot what the command was, so I was trying to find the command to be able to give them. Okay, I found it. Okay. And then... is it gonna let me... okay. If it doesn't pop being like user can't be found, we're good. I still forgot to make it say the message. It's been like, what, years? At this point, I forgot to actually add the exclamation point in that. I forgot to add the exclamation point. There we go. Howdy, King! Fun fact, The Big Lie was the most successful... it was successful and successful. So very successful film ever produced by the British cinema company, New World Order, and was the most famous in its 3 major film franchises. It thrills of all time. It was one of the best of its time. Wait, what? My brain is like, there's too many words. There's too many words to repeat. I'm not good enough at reading. I don't think I know of that. Like, none of it, the only thing, none of those words, like, I don't recognize any movies in this, so I wouldn't have seen it, the movie that's being talked about. I need to watch more movies, man. I got a backlog. I got such a backlog, man. I've watched recently Mortal Kombat 2 and Masters of the Universe. I watched those 2 recently. Alrighty, let's go to the da. And then I think it's here, and then this. Then that's not right. So I gotta... there we go. I hope that's good. I hope that's right. That doesn't look right, actually. I hope that... no, that's a bit... yeah, that's a bit better. There we go. I know what's changing. Yeah, atmosphere. Atmosphere. All autocomplete words. I thought there was something odd with it. It's like, it was two in a loop. My first initial thought was like, you know when you try to copy something, but then you paste it and it pastes in the middle? It was like one of those where it's like it copied it and then pasted it, and it pasted like a broken keyboard pasting words too many times. That's what it gave me. Loudest talk about it, still hear you. Am I really that loud? I mean, I can turn my volume down. Am I really that, like... I feel like it's better to be a bit louder and people be able to turn you down than people not be able to turn you up though, right? Like, I feel like that's probably better. I feel like I need my hearing checked lately. I feel like more and more I'm missing words and I'm missing sounds and things like that. I feel like it's more and more getting that point and it's like, damn. Losing the plot. Hang on, I forgot to do something. I don't know why it does that. I gotta check a setting. Every time I open OBS, it starts a replay buffer and I don't know what it is. And I don't know if I need it. And if I need it on. Like, I don't know. I'm very confused. But yeah, hopefully all of this is set up and working now. So hopefully this is working fine. Today's plan is to try and catch up on some stuff I've been meaning to do. My mom. Now it's off to this side. Bah. If you're streaming on Twitch, because we got clipping anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought. And I think pretty sure it tells me to make sure it's turned off. But every time I open OBS, it auto turns it on. And I don't know how, like... Usually I remember to turn it off, but I don't know if it'll interfere with anything. Because it said to make sure it's turned off if you want to use, like, dual stream and have, like, vertical format and horizontal format. So I wasn't sure if it had done, did something wrong. So I don't think the daily check-in alert is working. That's fun. Let me just refresh that. Let me just give it a little bit of a refresh. Maybe it's a little bit upset at me. Hang on. To the back rooms! We go to the back rooms! Woo! Where is it? Also the welcome in game, and welcome in Johnny! Welcome in! Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in! I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all having a fantastic start to our weekend. I've personally been moping. Like I said, it's one of those days. It's one of those days where it's like, it's that I could not play something emotional right now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you could tell me anything and I will cry at it. Like, either out of joy, overwhelmedness. It's just one of those days. But the idea of, like, missing stream today pained me more. I was like, I probably shouldn't, like, I don't like streaming when it's those days. But it's like, but missing it feels like it's even more painful. But yeah, I might adjust the camera in this, because I feel like it's a little bit... Ignore the stream schedule. I set up the room. But it's not very, like, good. Like, I need to put more to it. You know? Like, it's got... I set it up. I tried to add some stuff. I want to draw art for it. I want to try and draw some, like, nice art. And I was thinking maybe, like, parody movie posters. Where, like, it's parody posters where I've replaced me as, like, the main character on the poster. And, like, you know, maybe even doing, like, a seasonal calendar thing. Because that could be cute. And like, yeah, but I tried to decorate a go room. If I understood the everything better, I would try and like I would try and open the hosting so that people can join, because it's meant to be so you can co-work together. So that people can like work on it together. I like how I didn't know what to put on like the can. So I just put It's just hot dog face in the corner. Almost forgot. Hell yeah! But you did not forgot. I almost forgot my meds, but we're not forgoing. Oh, is it turned off? Hang on, I'll go turn them all back on. I was so certain that I had triple, quadruple checked everything. Turns out I had not. My bad. Let me... Hang on, I'm gonna... How do I... hide the... No, I don't want auto cam. I just want to hide the... Hide the overlay. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. Let me go turn all the channel points back on. It's because last time it was in 3D, so, and obviously I don't have like... I've considered leaving it because then in essence, right? It's like in essence, I know that it's the head pat was there, right? But until I can figure out how to do my own like Blender stuff, right? It feels like it's I need to learn how to do my own Blender stuff so that I can do the bold redeem still and everything at least. So yeah, it should be turned on now. It should be connected to. Let me double, triple, quadruple, ruple check that it is working because I like it's just that kind of day apparently. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, it says it's connected. Okay, so it should be good. We should be good. It says it's connected. But yeah! Co-working stream today. If I knew how to do it properly, then we'd be able to do co-working together. Also, the head is being tracked. It's because of head tracking going on. But yeah, it's got... I tried to decorate it. That's a very old... You can tell it's an old schedule because it says fucking May on it. I don't know what I'm working on. I just know I need to catch up on stuff. I'm behind on so many projects. At the end of last year, I designed... I made a new design for my VTuber model. And by now I would expect to be like preparing to debut it. But like... I haven't even started on the art, man. I'm so like... I haven't drawn anything in months and months and months. It's been so bad. And then I wanted to do art for my friend. But I'm behind on that. And then I'm behind on charity stuff. And I'm behind on everything. I don't even know what I've been doing. It's not even like, oh man, I've been so busy doing... It's like, no, I've been like... Every day is a day past and I'm like, way to go. Is this just what getting older is? Every day just goes past and I don't have a clue what happened? Where did it go? Bring it back! Give it back! I'm not done yet! How are we almost through this year and I've done nothing? I haven't done anything I wanted to do this year. How is it almost gone, dude? Where did it go? Bring that shit back! I also have this feeling like I'm forgetting something else. I probably am, but like, if I haven't remembered by now, it's too late. I just remembered there was something and I'm like, oh man, I gotta do that before August. And it's like, well, it's August now. And it's like, gotta do something before August. No clue what it was. So I don't know what to work on today. Whether to do, like, what art to work on, whether to work on model art or whether to work on like art for friend. I'm kind of brain dead right now. None of those are started, so I'd have to start it from scratch. That's what's great. That's what's fantastic about it, is that none of those are started. So we're kind of just procrastinating the day again. But yeah, I do hope though that everyone else's year has been going a little bit better. I hope that everyone else doesn't feel like it just disappeared, because on one hand it feels like it's so long because so much has happened. Like it feels like we're almost out of, like completely, like it feels like it should be like November or even December. And it's not, it's like, it's that weird thing where it both feels like it's too late in the year, but yet also too early. I don't know. Maybe, is that just what being old is? Am I just old? Am I washed? Am I unk? I might be unk. The fact that I'm calling myself unk is probably like, I feel like that's the warning signs. I feel like it's like, if you're even tempted, like you're even considering it, like, it's like, yeah, probably. You probably are. Alright, I should probably at least make a new file. I should probably go put him somewhere where he isn't going to get annoyed at my voice. I will be right back. I am returned! Alrighty. Let's figure this out. God damn it! What was I even making it? I think I lowered my, like, thing. I think I was doing it like that now. I think I was working it, because originally I was making huge canvases for my live 2D arts and stuff like that. Because right now, there's, like, I want to work on art for a friend, because I promised I would, but it's like, I really, like, it's what, like, I'd rather work on that when I know that I can actually put my everything into it, because it's for a friend, right? It's a gift. I don't want to, like, half-ass a gift. And, like, right now, today, I don't think I could think of poses. I don't think I could think of, like, what pose is good and be able to, like, properly do perspectives and make it fun and movement and everything like that. Live 2D art is like a fucking mugshot still. Like, I know there are some people and they're so talented and they can make it look so lively. Like, they can, like, they make it, like, so it's not just front forward facing and it has, like, a dynamic, so it's, like, you know, kind of, like, to the side and, like, hand on hip, or, like, so it looks like they're sitting in a chair or something like that. I'm not that person, though. So I'm gonna do another mugshot. There's gonna be another mugshot YouTuber model. And so it's like, I feel like today, like, as much as I want to work on the other one, because I really need to, I don't think I can do, like, poses and angles. I think I need to, it's mugshot with, like, a ruler for most of it time, I think. I'm just trying to remember, because I used to do my VTuber model canvases insano style. It was, like, something like 15,000 pixels. And it's like, that's like, that's a bit big, you know, you don't really need it that big. So I feel like, I think I was working in 5,000 by 10,000, but I reckon that it's better to just work in 4,000 by 8,000, because the smaller I make the art, right, the less storage it takes, and hopefully the less resources it uses, and hopefully I can make my model a little more optimized, because then my laptop maybe won't have a fucking fit. Maybe my laptop will be nicer to me. Also, welcome in, Ducky! Welcome in! I hope you're doing well! Howdy, howdy, I hope you're having a good weekend! Because it is Saturday, right? It is. Okay, cool. It is Saturday. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, I reckon 4,000 by 8,000 should be big enough that it's going to be like, yeah, that's like a high resolution, but not so big that it's like, oh my god, it's gonna like destroy my computer. You know what I mean? It doesn't need to be. Width. That's fine. What was I gonna say? I forgot again. Where the hell do I keep forgetting? I would like to stop forgetting. It's kind of funny because I was almost tempted to ask if he wanted to stream it, but I have been playing not the newest one because look, I'm not about to be like, oh my god, it's so not worth it, because I never really played Halo Combat Evolved. My sister had it for the Xbox, so I played a little bit on the original Xbox, but it was never my like big go-to one, right? The one I played the most was Reach. So like, I found out the damage sliders and power don't really help much. They can actually make the towers harder. I still haven't gone back to Power World. I walked in, Zoe clapped cheeks, and I was like, that's gonna be like a whole reset. That's like, none of my powers are correct, so I'm gonna have to like start like I don't have a party. Like, that's a lot of grinding. And I like got the 1,000-yard stare going, and I was like, no. I still haven't launched it again. I've been tempted. I've been tempted to launch it, but then it's like, oh, the grinding. All of that. So I've been playing the Master Chief Collection, and boy, oh boy, I like, ugh. Extra PC sucks so much. So many times I died as soon as the fight began. Yeah, it's so stinky. It's like, it's fair though, because I guess it's essentially New Game Plus, right? It's fair. But like, fuck you, you know what I mean? It's like, the fuck you mean I actually have to like build my shit out and like put effort in? That's bullshit. It's not, but it is. Also, I forgot to put the glasses on my model. I like my model with glasses. Are they not working? Are my things not working? Is it broken? My shit? Oh no, it is working. I just didn't see it. Are they on or off? I can't see! Okay, they're on, we're on. We're good, we're good. So smart! I needed to go in and change that to be excluded from the lighting so it can glow, so I can have glowy glasses on it. But it's so unfair, like, why, like... I know that it wasn't even a fair 1v1 fight anyway, because I was playing with Jesse, obviously, so it was already like a 2v1. But it was like... That's just unfair. Put them away. Get them out of here. Maybe if it was one... I feel like the problem isn't surviving too, it's the damage output. Because like I said, I didn't build my parties properly. So they're not made for like that level of like preciseness. It's made for brute forcing it. It's made for like, well, we'll get there before the timer ends. Maybe just. You know, there was one and it was counting down. I think it was like 10 seconds. It was a brute force party. And then it's like, you mean that won't work anymore? What do you mean? I gotta lock in. Because I think we made it to... It was one of those things where we were living, barely, but the like, it's had like barely any damage taken, and there was like 2 minutes left. And we're like over halfway. It's like maybe a third or a quarter. I can't remember. It was nowhere near enough to just, it is like, that's rough. That's rough. That's, we gotta reevaluate. We gotta redo that, like, we gotta reassess the situation. I'm not ready for that commitment. Alrighty, I feel like maybe that's a bit much. I feel like a bit brighter. feel like that's a bit I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. I'm kind of just winging it here. I don't know how to draw anymore. I'm gonna be real, guys. I haven't drawn in like 500 years. It really has been what feels like that long of like 500 years since I've drawn. I don't even know if I'm capable anymore. Also, howdy Glitch, and thank you for the head pats. Hi, welcome in. Projectiles where each projectile with nuclear shield and then two-shot you. Yeah, it did feel like they were like, because I did die, but I got res. That was the thing. So I did die like immediately, but I got carried a little bit, and then I didn't die again for a little bit. But then it's like, yeah, again, there's like a couple minutes left. We're nowhere near, we're not even halfway. This ain't happening. Thank you! I've been too long since I've drawn. Also, welcome in, Noise! Been a while. Hi! I hate... like... I don't know. I hate a lot of things. Maybe I don't need to focus on what I hate. What do I like? I like... I don't know what I like anymore. Don't worry about this stupid art stuff anymore. That is good. I wanted to, like, that was the kind of thing I wanted to do, is I wanted to try and get the achievements, but I was like, again, it went into that thing, and I was just like, I don't think I can do it. Let me go here. That way it's a little bit more visible. Not really, but, you know, you can kind of see what's going on. Not much, actually. I haven't done anything yet. What that means, I don't have anything that works with that anymore. I was getting overstimulated and overwhelmed, and it made me want to cry, and so I had to turn off a lot of redeems like a weenie bitch. Because I was getting really, even the nice was getting overstimulated, and then I'm kind of like, I like to be honest. I don't like, I want the stream to be a happy place, but I also don't want to like lie. Like, I feel like that doesn't help. You know what I mean? I feel like it's better to not be like, like, you know, oversharing, but just be like, yeah, mental not great, you know? And so it's like being in a state of like mental not great. And then the AI was so mean. Like, it stopped saying, it really stopped being nice at all. You know what I mean? Like, it really, like, anytime it's like, oh, let's ask it a question, it's just like, so anyway, here we see this loser at her desk being a fucking weenie, and it's like, where's the like nice to it though? And so it's like, I know it's an AI bot, but it's like that thing where, like, you know, when you're in that kind of mental state, it doesn't matter where it's coming from, your brain just kind of decides to pick the like, it's so unfair too, because you can be aware of it. It's like, I know that there are other things, right? There's so many good things. Why don't you listen to those? But my brain just goes, David Attenborough called you a chud, dude. Like, what do you want to do about that? Like, is that is that what, like... And it was like, what about all the nice things people say? And it's like, no. David Attenborough called you a chud. And it's like, okay, well, maybe for, like, yeah. I had to prioritize, like, not, because it was making me not want to stream in general. So it's like, it was better to get rid of it. I do plan to, add the...
Charlie jump scare.
Thank you. I hope that came through on stream. I don't know if it did. Oh no, it did. I can see it. Thank God. But no, I want to go through and use like mix it up. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna do that shit manually. I'm gonna go find the like clips. I'm gonna store them locally on my computer. And I'm just gonna make it like channel redeem triggers and a mix it up alert and plays the videos through mix it up. So, but since it's manual, I gotta actually do that. And then, like, I've been like there are like as much as I've been doing nothing, I have been doing something. So like I said, I was playing through Halo CE, like on the Master Chief Collection. Right? Not the really expensive one, dude. I don't know. I look at it and I'm like, it looks bright. But and like, yeah, it looks good. But I don't like $90 good? Like, do you know what $90 fucking can get you? $90. Really? Like, also, I've been playing it, and I'm gonna say it. I have an inkling as someone who, like, again, I played a bit of it, but not too much of it because it was my sister's and I was young. I think sometimes it's a little bit of a nostalgia. There absolutely, I don't have enough things that cost channel points. I was thinking of being mean. I was thinking about being like, everyone keeps complaining that my channel points are too cheap. I'm just gonna add a 0 to everything. I was looking at it and I'm like, that's it. I'm adding a 0 to everything in here. I'm adding... Everything gets a 0 on it because there's nothing to spend it on. But I also don't know what to put to spend it on. I don't know, like I try and use my brain. The only thing I can think to do is increase the price of the things that are already there. I admit that when I do the alerts, they probably will be a bit more expensive so that they are a little bit more spaced out because I don't want to become so overstimulated I want to cry. I feel like that's not the goal. I feel like the goal is to meet a happy place where it's funny and I don't want to lose my shit. I mug all of you. I have infinite channel points because it's my channel. Yay! Only America. I'm pretty sure you're not. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna fact check. I haven't drawn it all, by the way. We are 30 minutes in. I have had this drawing program open for a lot of that, and I have not done a single line besides the ruler. Oh yeah, we're on that. Let me get there. Let me go. I can actually do that. I can actually pull this shit up. So, let me have a look. Viewers by location. 37% of views are from the US. Then it goes Oz. So most are from the US. So, like, I feel like you don't have an excuse. You like, obviously, like, life is an excuse. But, like, fuck that. Jojo Constant, this shirt you got me is incredibly comfy. My brain went, Jojo, okay, my brain was like, Sono chinos. I was like, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Be more unemployed. Be more chud. That's all you need to do. If you want to join the stream, you just gotta be more chud. That's how it goes. But Joji makes a lot more sense. Joji makes a lot more sense. I'm excited to go and see Avenged Sevenfold. I'm excited and scared. Because I haven't been to a concert before. And so it's like... it's going to be so loud. Because it's a concert. And they tend to have noises there. They tend to have noises at concerts. So I'm worried that the concert's going to be a bit noisy. And that it's going to be people. Because there tends to be people at concerts. So it's like, I'm excited to go to a concert. But at the same time, it's like... with other people being there? Let me go back. Well, that's when I go to bed, actually. 4 AM is when I go to sleep, basically. Well, I mean, that's when I lay down to, like, really lock in to go to sleep. Like, usually I'm, like, laying down before that time, but that's when I start going, like, nah, lock in. You gotta fall asleep. And then I fall asleep at 8 AM sometimes. It sucks. Did anyone poop? That's the other thing scaring me. I was so tempted to be like, yeah, I know, but like, do you want to like give my ticket to somebody else? Because like, I swear, I have basically been like, barely like any headlines on anything to do with concerts apart from like, yeah, this was super big And so people got like sunburned, or like, you know, it was like very crowded, and that's about it. Elbow to the face, oof, that would fucking be rough. Local bar does like me, the babe was fucking killing it, got shoved around and shoved a bunch by a bunch of army dudes. That sounds like it'd be fun though. I'm so like, I don't have any like local things like that really. And then even if there was, I feel like I'd be too anxious to go because I don't drink. So like, what would I even do there? Like, I'd just be like, yeah. Yeah. I feel like I'd be really out of place being like, yeah. But no, I've been seeing like again, most of the headlines for things like, you know, or that it was crowded, or there was a lot of people, or that it was hot, or like, but like, I have seen several things about like, someone got pissed on, someone got pooped on. I've seen 2 separate things about poop. Why are we pooping in the concerts? Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like it's movie logic, right? But like, if you're going to go somewhere for an extended period of time where you're not going to want to miss anything, eat light, because before movies, I always eat light because then I have room for popcorn, and it also sucks when you eat like a really heavy meal and then you try to put popcorn in it because your body goes so then you get a sore stomach, and then you're gonna need to go to the bathroom, and then that will make you miss the movie unless you shit in your seat, apparently. But like, why, like, are people not being like, okay, I will make sure I eat light and I don't down a bottle of laxatives, because I think that's what they're doing. There was a diaper so he doesn't look. If someone's wearing a diaper, that's one thing. I'm talking about turds on the floor. Like, I understand that people are wearing diapers. That's just, look, do I want to be around them? Probably, no, not really. But the headlines I'm seeing are like it's actual, like it's dookie on the floor. Right? We are duking on the floor. We should be duking it out in the mosh pit, not on the fucking floor, dude. Why is there dookie on the floor? And like pee on people. What is that? Like, actually wear a diaper. I would prefer that. Kind of rare. It just feels like it's such a short time frame. It feels like, yeah, it was like one, like, it feels like rare. Something where I wouldn't even, it wouldn't pop into my mind. And then I'm like, oh man, I have my first concert coming up. 2 separate cases of poop at concerts, and then one with pee, and it's like, why is this happening right as I like, what, like, if I hadn't been about to go to that concert, I'm sorry to the people who had to deal with the dookie, because I guarantee you the universe, if I didn't have my concert coming up and the universe didn't need to try and scare me, then there wouldn't have been dookie on the floor. There wouldn't have been any of that, because there wouldn't be a need to scare me. And it would have gone back to being a rare occurrence. But no, it happened that quickly because I got my ticket. So I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. That's the dookie is kind of on, it is not, I was about to say it's on me. It's not on me. Please, God, no. Explanation is not politically correct. I feel like, again, I feel like if you like that desperate and you've taken a bottle of laxatives before you went to a concert, then like diaper on, like, again, if diaper is not ideal, but like I'd still prefer a diaper to like witnessing a log, you know, or any other states of bodily fluid. I just think we shouldn't be sharing bodily fluids at concerts in that sense, you know. At least not any that I'm thinking of going to. Like, that would be okay, but like it's made me very anxious now. And it's like, I'm like, oh man, I kind of want to buy a new outfit and make a thing out of it, because I haven't been before, and it's like a big thing, and it's like, I'll make it a thing. It's like kind of an event. It's like, oh, Mickey. so stinky. Where did I put my drawing pen? I put it now. I found it. Never mind. I'm just worried as well because I feel like if it was like a I wanted to go see Last Dinosaurs. But I couldn't afford it at the time, and I feel like that would have been a better entry concert in the sense of like I don't know what their shows are usually like. I probably should look it up and to try and mentally prepare myself and see just how much shit there will be. But I'm also scared too because like what if it's one of the big ones? You know, because you have the concerts and it's like, hi, I play music. I'm gonna play music now while on the stage. I played the music and now I'm out. And then you have the ones where like pyrotechnics, loud, audio visuals, wow! And it was like, dude, I better not fucking cry. I better not get so overwhelmed I start crying. Double Emmy? A little bit. A little bit. I meant to be working, but as you can see by the screen, because that's like a live screen. As you can see, I haven't done shit. I haven't done jack shit. But also, howdy, Shadow. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm still reeling from the price of the Halo. Like, I feel like some of the things are nitpicky. Like, I feel like it's like, oh no, the sprint, and it's like, it's a single player game. If someone wants to run past everything, that's their game experience. Like, I don't think that, and I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're the kind of player that's going to, if you're a purist like that, nothing wrong with it, and just don't press the button. I mean, it's things like that where it's like, just don't, you don't like that, don't do that then. You don't want to use that button, don't use it. Like, it's fine, it's there for those who would like to. You're not forced to. From my knowledge, there's no like, if you don't sprint, we're literally going to insta-kill you and uninstall the game. I'm pretty sure it's choice. And I feel like if you're the kind of player that isn't going to want to press it, you're probably not going to be hanging out with too many people who do. You know what I mean? I feel like I do feel like in general, crowds crowds tend to like accumulate together, right? Because if you take games very seriously, you're probably not going to hang out with too many people who don't, because no one's going to have fun, because people who don't take it seriously are going to annoy those that take it seriously, and those that take it seriously are going to annoy those that don't. So it's like, I don't see the thing, like, you're not, like, I don't see the problem with the sprint. Also, please, god damn it, I fucking need it. Like, I'm not paying $90 for that, just to have sprint, and some kind of shitty, like, you know, extra missions at the beginning. But I was doing one of the missions in Halo, and I was straight about to be like, do you want to just skip it? We're almost finished now. But do you want to just go straight to 2? Because, like, this shit kind of pissing me off, man. This shit, I don't know what the problem is, if it's with the game or if it's with me, but I am not vibing with it. It was like a particular mission where it's like the room, like it's like a big area. They're all the way on the other side. Like, you do get ammo for stuff, right? But it's like, and I'm not saying that these are the problems, it's just that that thing was, in this case, sprint would be helpful. But like, they're all the way over there. My gun feels like it does fuck all. I'm trying to hit them, but the projectiles, well, fuck it, we're keeping it. The projectiles are so, like, slow, and they kind of just sidestep it. There was, like, 2 tanks fucking my ass across a giant fucking, like, arena thing, and it's just like, please. And then as if 2 tanks is enough, they're like, yeah, so we threw it. Like, obviously there's also a fuck ton of enemies. And it's just like, I can't get in close enough to do decent damage to them. But like, it was just, we like obviously got past it, but it's just like, oh my lord, that one mission, I was just, wanna go 2? You wanna go play 2? I won't be here anymore. Still, $90? $90. Are you dead ass? $90. Like I said, I might be like, I'm not even about to be like, oh no, it all looks like shit. But like, I feel like I have a gripe with modern. I have a gripe with modern visuals. I feel like we can't find balance. Sometimes we can, of course, but I feel like there's so many times where I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to play this game, and they're like, so because technology, we can do better lighting. We made it bright, and it's like, no, there is a beauty in the fact that it had limited lighting. That can sometimes help it. You have good lighting, you can now effectively, because things being dark is the absence of light, so you can effectively use light to show that that area is unlit. You know what I mean? You can really well get that nighttime vibe, right? And then they're like, look, it looks like it's like bright because it's new lighting, and it's like, and then it's like everything has to be like, oh look, but like if you turn ray tracing on, and it's like, but like it just looks blown out. You blew it out. Stop blowing my games. Like my games are getting blown and now they're busted. You know what I mean? But also, howdy, Russell. Hi. I'm complaining. I'm bitching about a game I don't even own because it's $90. Anyway, that's my main gripe with it, and that's just something I've noticed though, is that I see things and I'm like, oh yeah, and then it's like, it just looks bright. And it's like, you would hope that technology allows you to go both ways, to effectively show both, right? Effectively show that things can be bright and dark, and that you can get really good lighting, and instead it's just bright lighting. Does that make sense? And then movies have gone the other way, where they're like, do you want to watch it? Get a flashlight. You're gonna need a flashlight, and you're not gonna be able to hear shit. And it's kind of painful. Half the game industry is bullshit right now. It kind of feels that way. I have to remind myself that, like, number one, I don't have opinions. I'm just a consumer. I'm just a... But no, it really does feel like it's in an odd place. But like, not to lose hope in that sense, because like, even though like the industry is kind of BS, there's still good games, right? It feels like it's easy to go into a spiral of games suck now, and it's like, no, it's not games suck now. There are plenty of games that come out and they're fine. There are games being released. Some of them are slop. A lot of them are slop. But in there, you know, are the nuggets of solid fun, right? Storytelling and fun and all that good stuff that we want when we pay money for an experience. But I goddamn does it hurt to look at? Like, am I the only one that like, I don't know. I feel like some of the modern games look like almost hard to look at because they're so goddamn fucking bright. Or they're like, I feel like grunge has been lost too. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just like, it feels cleaner. Like, because it gets so much high definition, it feels like it loses grungy feeling. I feel like sometimes. I don't know, that was the one that annoys me, when it's like you go back and you look at the original material and it looks filthy, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like you would get some disease by going in there. And then they clean it up and everything looks slightly cleaner. It's like they tidied it. But besides just like the resolutions and the lighting and things, like they tidied the whole area, like it doesn't look as grungy, and I don't know why that is, or whether it's just a mental thing. Also, I meant to be drawing. I I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of here, man. I'm just kind of here. I'm just kind of trying to, like, I don't know how to proportion. I just kind of am here. You're gonna have to, like, bear with me. I'm trying to get better at not, using 3D models as heavily. So it's being, like, very much a case of, like, it's difficult in that sense because I'm very reliant on them because I learned from them for so long, but it's like I'm trying to prove to myself that, like, I can sometimes get away with not using them. Like, it's possible. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes. Do you know what I'm looking forward to right now? I am planning on playing some... I like was almost gonna suggest streaming it, but I do plan to play Shift at Midnight. That's one of the ones that I plan to play. But I'm gonna play some Water Park Sim later. Good old Water Park Sim. It would not do me wrong. It's not. Yeah, it is. Then why is it not working? Oh, it is working. I'm just silly. Never mind. As is usual. The eraser is a bit small. Also, so is the pen realistically, but we're gonna just go with it anyway. Also, howdy, Selded! I hope I pronounced that right. But hi, and welcome in. I hope you're doing well. We're just, Here we go. We're just procrastinating, essentially. I'm meant to be trying to art, but I'm not very good at it. So we're just being silly, essentially, for the time being. Very mad. My apologies. Sometimes I get things. Okay, sometimes I get things wrong a lot. I get things wrong a lot. I'm not even about to pretend and be like, no, usually I'm so good at the no. I pronounce things wrong quite a lot, actually. It'd be like that, you know? Eat my liver? I mean, if you take a portion of it, I'll probably be fine. I don't know how good it is. Like, it should be good. But, like, it's not the best liver. It's not exactly a healthy liver. It should be! Like, in theory, it should be a healthy liver. But, like, it's had problems before. So, like, just keep that in mind while consuming it. Man, I still feel like if I knew my liver was going to go, like, haywire so long ago, it's like, I would have had, like, so much to drink. Because what was the point of not being an alcoholic if my liver still got unwell? Like, what was the point? I could have been an alcohol. I don't like alcohol. That's the other thing wrong with that. In my PC, can you fix it while you're in there? I swear it likes to gaslight me. It is kind of like, it is fucking with me. I can tell you that much, and I know it's fucking with me because I was going and I was trying to show Jesse that, like, my webcam was being funky. Because it was. Like, I plugged it in to multiple computers and it looked blurry as fuck. I couldn't get it to display. It's 1080p, supposedly. It looked blurry as shit. It was laggy as fuck. And it kept doing this consistently. Over multiple times of using my webcam. That's why I borrowed his. The other day, because it was actually showing the full angles and wasn't blurry as fucking lagging. And I was like, look, see, I've never seen a clearer image from this fucking webcam in my life. I pull it up to be like, see how blurry it is? The crispest 1080p you've ever seen. Like, what do you mean, man? Like, it's just making me out to be a fucking liar. Like, it's so unfair. Like, I literally just spent so long going on a rant. Like, should I buy a new webcam? So unfair. Anyway. I'm thinking about it. Phone is horrible and my Xbox overheats every 2 seconds. I'm lucky enough that all of my shit is relatively decent. Right? Like, it is all relatively decent. Like, it's not like I'm going to be like, oh yeah, no, I have like super computers. But it's like, no, I'm fairly set up from when things didn't cost like an arm and a leg. So like, I am lucky. I'm a lot luckier than some. I also have like a slight upgrade lined up. I could have a better CPU in my game computer if I could just be bothered to actually install it. Like, cause my partner upgraded his computer. And he got himself a new motherboard, CPU, and RAM. Ridiculous. Ridiculously expensive, but he has it because it was one of those things of came into the money and it's like, look, it would be wise to put it in savings, but on the other hand, right, the way I see it is when games are your whole like hobby, right? Like, if you weren't at your computer playing games, what else would you be doing? Then that's worth investing in, especially when it's like, if it's that was around when it was like, because that was the plan, was to put it into savings for a little bit, but then it was like, nah, this is only going to get worse. So then it became, well, it's probably better because then you know that your hobby is safe and you're not going to be stuck completely unable to upgrade your system. I hate trying to like fiddle with something and getting it completely wrong. Anyway, and so it's like, where the fuck do her knees go? What is a knee? Anyway. And so I've got his CPU's better than mine by a bit. And so I've got that one lined up for me. All I have to do is actually install it. But that means I have to pull out all my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I have to take out my motherboard and my CPU and my, oh, like, do I have to? I can't remember what we decided. Anyway, it is in the leg. It usually is. I was thinking it was around like the torso, but you're right. I do think the knees go in the leg. Disney or Datney. But anyway, I gotta like put the, I also, no one else chatting. I usually have like a lurky chat. I'm like the kind of, I just rant. I'm just a chill fella. I don't have like a big chatty audience. I'm just here. Also, thank you for lurking a game. Thank you. I appreciate it. What was I saying? I already forgot. I really did. I'm trying to remember. Anyway, I have a better CPU lined up. That's all. That's the end. I can't remember if we were going to replace all of it or just the CPU. Oh, no, that was the other thing. I was going to like be like, I hate that I can't tell what I need. Because technically, I don't know what's better. Having an amount of RAM at a faster speed or double that amount but a slower speed. Like, I don't know what's best. Because obviously his old RAM's sitting there, and so I could put it in my computer because it's the same, like, thing, but it's like, you know, literally the same. It's just I had the white and he had the black. So it's like I could have 4 sticks of RAM, but from my, like, Googling, it's like, oh, if you want the 4 sticks of RAM, it runs at a slower speed. So I could double the amount of RAM I have, but it's slower, or I can keep the current amount I have, but it's faster. And I have no idea what any of that's what's actually better. Like, it's like that thing of like, oh, so like, you know, what do you need? And it's like, I need a hero. Also, howdy, MSM fan. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Depends on how slow. I can't remember. I know at the moment, I don't know how much I have. I don't actually know. Bye! Did you? I don't know if we know. I still don't have pronounced your username. I'm sorry. But thank you for jumping in. I appreciate it. But how was my day? I woke up. I made some chicken. I made some like chicken pita pocket things. They were alright. And now I'm here. And I'm talking too much. Instead of trying to be productive. And that's basically how my day goes. Dropping stuff off my desk. Yeah, that's basically how my day's been. I'm trying to figure out proportions because I'm trying to like not use 3D. I'm trying to not use 3D models as like a crutch so much. So I'm trying to like be a bit better with it. Not going very well. Because I need to catch up because I drew like literally like 8 months ago, over that almost at this point. It would be over that actually. It would be closer to like 9 or 10 months ago. I drew like a redesign of my model and I was like, yeah, I should be able to work on that and I should be able to have it in time for like my affiliate anniversary and I can do like a new debut and everything, and then I hadn't even started it. And then I'm actually meant to be working on some gift art for a friend because I wanted to have that done in time. But I like right now today, I'm feeling particularly brain dead. And I don't think I could like think of like positioning, you know what I mean? Like I don't think I can think of poses. Whereas for the most part, unless you're like skilled, then VTuber model art tends to be very, for lack of a better word, like a mugshot. That's like straight on. And I can take advantage of like the tool that I don't have to really think of poses too much. Like I can. I want to try to. But I'm not very... I don't know. I still don't think I'm very good at art. I've been told otherwise. But I can't buy it. You know? Like I can't... It's like... It doesn't compute. It's not something I can believe. This is like really incorrect. Like I really should have like pulled up a reference image or like a 3D model. Howdy V-Love! Hi! Welcome in! I hope you're doing well. I really should have pulled up a reference image. We'll use this for now as our next one. I am one of those, I would never do time lapses because it would be too embarrassing. Because I did see a thing where it's like, oh, if you've already done the line art, why would you redo the line art? Or why would you redo it so many times? Just like, because I am that, I will do 500 sketches of like the same thing. Because like, each one feels slightly more correct or incorrect. So like, I need to redo it. And I am that, I am like that. And it's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, but for some reason it feels embarrassing to be like, here I am on my like 3rd iteration of just trying to get some of the shapes there. And then after I get this, I'll have to like try and get the like hands there. So then that's gonna take like 500 iterations. And then this is why I started using like 3D models as a crutch because I was like, or I could just do that and I can skip a step and I can go to like 2 or like, you know, I don't have to do the like getting the proportions right if I have something to base it on. Doing good, how are you doing? I'm doing all right. I woke up, had chicken pita pocket for breakfast. And now I am going to crash out at this. Because I don't know how to do proportions. And why am I zoomed in? I know that's bad. Stop doing that. Bad habit I have. I zoom in and then it's like, no, because now all the proportions are wrong. Because you zoomed in, so now nothing lines up properly. Bad habit. No, that's too small. I'm trying to look at what I've already done. Like, clarification of like, that's about right, right? I feel like it's never gonna look about right. You know, I feel like it is a like an unfortunate thing with me. Is that it never quite seems to be right. But I am glad to hear that you're doing good. Because why are you zooming in? Stop it! Stop that! Don't do that! Stinky! No, stop! I keep doing it by habit. I guess it's because I can't really do big sweeping motions because my mic arm. I need to get a different mic arm. But every time I go to, I just look at it and I'm like, or I could do this instead. And then I choose the fun things. Like, I could get a different mic arm. Or I could buy a new game or some yummy food. Food's a bad thing for me. Food is a bad habit. Food is an awfully bad habit for me, I think. I think I'm way too... God damn it, how does one draw... You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's just getting the general... And then we'll go... We'll get the rest of it later. It's fine. It's just getting the general. I'm gonna fucking cry. No, I'm not. No, you're not gonna cry. You can do this! Gonna have to put like motivational talks on. I'm gonna have to like... Maybe I should do more ASMR. Like, not do it, but like listen to it. Maybe I need like ASMR mummy telling me I can do this. Also, thank you so much for the raid! Howdy, little drink of honey! How's it going? Thank you so much! Thank you for the raid! What were we doing? How was your stream? Welcome in, everyone! Hi! If you need to raid and run to go and catch up on like hydration and eating and sleep and everything like that, make sure that you do! Make sure that you get that rest and self-care! But hi and welcome in everybody! Hydrate and posture check. I have mega energy drink today. Species unknown with a friend and then I yapped for a bit. Hell yeah, I am very good at yapping. Yapping's a specialty here. Congratulations! Hell yeah! And everybody make sure that you go and check out Naomi! Make sure you do! Gotta get even, can we get much higher? But yeah, not giving murderous tendencies or playing with a friend. I don't have murderous tendencies, but I've been described as like I guess a gremlin's one of them. Goobers a lot. Weenie a lot too. But that's what makes it special. Having them saved is what makes them special. Friendly fire. Oh, absolutely. Like, I'll say before, I've been playing Halo. The amount of nade kills. The amount of, like, wait, no, don't go in there. You're blocking them too. There's been quite a few moments of that, of like, ah, damn it, and like but you know what? maybe I shoot people in the back, but what's a few back shots, you know? That's the beauty of playing games. But yeah, you gotta test it. It is I feel like it is good to test it out. You have to test it at least once in the game. The first one's the test. The second one's to make sure it wasn't a fluke and that you didn't get hit by something else in that time. And the third one was because it was fun. The third one's because it was funny. That's usually how it goes. 27th time? That probably because it was funny. Maybe an accident, but probably because it was funny. Usually by that time, though, it's like a, please God, I've thrown a grenade, please get away from me. No! My bad. Look, especially on that. Yeah! Exactly. I forgot what I was gonna say now, my brain fried. Chat, are we cooked? Are we French fried? Probably French fried. It is probably French fried, absolutely. How do people have good posture and draw at the same time? Because if it's like, I know that the answer is one I don't want to hear. I know that someone's gonna be like, oh, you get one of the drawing tablets where you don't have to look at it, and it's like, you shut up. Get away. I like drawing on it. I like it. So what if I have a, like, permanent spine damage? But yeah, also again, did I say like what my name is and everything? I don't know if I did. My name's Amy. But a collie VTuber. That's about it. That's about. I talk too much. I am unfortunately what someone would like. I feel like I need to give warnings of like, yeah. By the way, I'm what one would classify as a pause screen gamer. I have opinions and I will give them. No one asked. You're getting them anyway. I will pause the game for 30 minutes to talk about something that doesn't matter. And actually the topic changed within the first few minutes and the rest of that was completely irrelevant. Look, some people call it a charm. Some people call it a charm. I call it a curse, personally. But it is what it is. Like, here you will not find concise gameplay. It will take me 3 hours to get through 30 minutes of gameplay. It is unfortunate. That is literally how it is. I think it took me 3 hours almost to get through not even like 30 minutes worth of Garden of Banban. It is bad. It is bad. I don't see it getting much better either. But yeah, I up way too much. But yeah, I usually, at the moment, it's a bit of a odd time of randomness. But otherwise, I usually try and play some Rivals. I like Marvel Rivals. Aussie! I'm Australian. I am Australian. I'm fucking Queenslander! I am what? Yeah, I Queenslander. Yeah. Makes sense of this now? Yeah. Well, I usually stream, I hesitate to say times. Okay, in an ideal world where I get off my ass, and I would like to start stream around 7 to 8. It usually gets closer to 8:30 sometimes. Sometimes if it's really bad, it don't start till 9. But I usually try to stream between that 7 to 10, 7 to 11. I'm trying to go to midnight hours from like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday are the guaranteed days. Yeah! Aussie! Most first these are just streak breakers. I feel that I will admit there's a part of me that avoids that. There are some times where I'm like, I could stream now, but it's like 11 p.m. I don't know if anyone would be like, I don't know if anyone who usually watches it would be here. And I know that if I went live and I streamed for a couple of hours now, my next stream would start with my streak. And it's like, I don't know how to fix that. I don't know, that sounds like your issue, but at the same time, I do kind of feel bad. So I do try to keep consistency. I'm not very good at that though. So see, that's the kind of energy I need. I need that. Like, to be honest, look, that is what I mean. It does give the whole thing of like, oh, if you would like to save your streak, you just gotta go watch some like clips or the VOD. I think you gotta go watch like 10 minutes of the VOD and you maintain it. Like, it doesn't go up, but it doesn't go down. And it's like, you could do that. Sounds like a skill issue. Also, to be real, it is just a kind of funky number on a channel. You know, there's no trophy. I don't know if anyone was expecting a trophy, but at least here there's no trophy. We don't have that production value. We don't have trophies to give out here. There's no awards, there's no participation medals. That doesn't exist. We do have that though. We have that. I need to set it up better. But there is a check-in that doesn't get reset. It is possible to forget about it. That's the other thing, is that it's. I feel like I need a reminder or something like that of like, hey, by the way, a friend who maintained a streak since the first stream I ever did. That's crazy. I've been streaming since before streaks. I'm old. I'm ancient, and I've been here for a very long time. It's getting to that point where it's like, at what day do I say like, nah, gotta go? You know what I mean? That would be. I am. Oh, I want to say 2020. That's what I want to say around that time. Cause very inconsistently though. Like, it would be like for like a month, yeah, it's like I would stream for like a month, and then I would disappear for like 6, and then I would do like 1 stream, and then I would disappear for another 4. So it hasn't been a consistent thing. And then I had 1 year where I was so consistent, I'm like, yeah, and then it was another like, yeah, here I am like 4 months later. So I haven't been very consistent. That's my problem. January 4th, I think. So, like, you're doing real good then. I feel like sometimes, on one hand, right, it's such a weird place to, like, my brain fucking fried. No, but it's like on one hand, I feel like I've been streaming for too long, and then on the other hand, I feel like, there's no, like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Hang on. I got tired of having to go through and, like, be like, no, I don't want to buy viewers. I'm poor, bitch. Also not interested. Yeah, I just got sick of it. Felt like there was like, it hasn't been as bad recently, but it did feel like for a while it was pretty, like, I would get several messages a stream of like, wanna buy viewers, best viewers found here, wanna buy viewers. And I would like make it so links couldn't be posted. And I've gotten, actually, even though I banned it in chat, I like, it was a while ago, but I got a DM, like I got a whisper being like, wanna buy viewers? And it's like, how you, like, that's dedication to the scam, dude. That's... I did too, but it's just one of those things where I kept it, mainly just because I'm lazy. I'll admit, I'm not, like, I feel like this is not a high production value. This is not high production value. This is very much, I stream, as a hobby, for sure. It is, It is that thing of like, I could do this as a job. You know, at the moment, I'm not employed. I don't have anything else really going on. I'm kind of in a limbo. It's kind of annoying. I'm in one of those things where it's like, I like, you know, viewers are getting paid. No, not the viewers. You pay for the viewers. You pay for the viewers. But I forgot what I was saying. Give me a second. It's coming back. The thoughts. Let them come back. I already forgot. God damn it, mid-sentence and it's gone. The lion is starting to get slightly concerned with the cognitive decline. I'm not gonna lie. The cognitive decline is starting to become apparent. It's like, ooh, it's starting to, it's, maybe I should take some vitamin D or something. Like, I'm not sure. That brain fog is getting there. Consistency. That's right, I was. Right, so consistency. What was I talking about with consistency? Consistently forgetting, that seems to be the key. That seems to be the key word there. Damn. Anyway, I'm old. That was the main point. was the yeah, consistently forgetting things. That's really where it is. No, I was mainly just been saying that I was like being too long, and yet it's like, no. I'm the hobby, that's right. I was mentioning how it's a hobby and that I could like lock in, but it's like it's still it's But no, that's amazing. Especially congrats, because it took me quite a while to get to 500, and I got like it took me for ages. So you're doing amazingly. So especially congrats. My missus is normal ADD. What I've noticed is multiple things I can focus on a trail of. She has a thought if you interrupt her doing something. It feels like that, and then I'll interrupt myself. It sucks. It's like, oh man, I'm having a thought and I'm really happy about this thing I'm talking about. Oh, my shoelace. And then dial-up turns. That's it. That's it. Like, it's like, oh my god, I was so happy. And I was so happy talking about something. And now it's just TV static in there. Like, what the fuck? No, you definitely deserve it. Look at this way. Like, do you know, like, it's one of those things where, do as I say, not as I do. But like, there are so many people on Twitch, right? There are so many people every day who press go live. And so it's in like, don't get to where you like, my god, brain, formulate the thought and then use the words. No, there's so many people on here, and that means that there's so many choice, but so many people have chosen you, and that is something to be proud of. Yay! I got the words out, somewhat. I didn't think because I think now you can get affiliate from the beginning, but it took me a while to get affiliate, and I didn't think I would ever get it. And I feel like I cheated to a degree, because I had friends who helped and who would drop into my streams to help me to get that average viewership. And I I'm blown away every time. I never thought I would be here. Like, again, I'm doing this as a hobby. I feel like the best thing ever for streaming is to do it regardless of numbers, you know? And so, like, and I feel like that's such, like, I feel like you're already, like, set. Because, like, if you're already, like, you're doing fantastic, and you're already in the mindset of, like, you didn't think you'd get to where you are, so obviously you didn't do it for numbers to begin with. So, like, 100 congratulations. Amazing person is streamer for a mute person. She's Yapper, though we make fun of her being very murderous. She's an amazing friend, even if we get killed a lot. Sometimes it's the quiet ones you gotta be aware of. I'm not one of those. Look, most of the time when I end up team killing in anything, it's never intentional. It is always an accident. It's never malicious. It's just incompetency. But yeah, glad we rated. I'm glad too. It's been wonderful to talk. Intentional? Yeah. It's funny. It is. It is. It can be very funny though. It can be very fun and very funny. It's called content. I probably should try and like pick up the pen again. I've just been yapping. I need to figure out what proportions are still. Like, I feel like such an imposter because like I did my own model art and then I look at it and I was like, did I do that? Because I don't think I did that. Because every time I pick up it, like my drawing pen, it feels so foreign again. Because I have such big breaks. Because I'm not even consistent in my art. I'm trying to, at the moment, I'm trying to do the beginnings, at least like doodle the very first stages of the model art for like the V2 of my VTuber model. Because I made this one, and so I wanted, and like ages ago, I drew the design for like the next iteration of this, and then I was like, yeah, I should be able to get on that, and then I just haven't drawn. It's just been one of those phases where it's like, I have not picked up anything to draw. Whereabouts? Everything, it looks too small and then too big. I reckon about here. So I reckon it's gotta go down to here. And then it's got this bit here. And then it goes out, right? Probably not that far. But like, about to there probably. I feel like that's probably proportion-wise not awful. It's only the like umpteenth time. Hey, so is that also going to come up, so I'm going to vanish now. Definitely! Make sure you get plenty of rest. Thank you so much for dropping in. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid and sharing your community with me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your time zone. And it was wonderful meeting you too. I wish you the best of your journeys with streaming. Congratulations again. Also welcome in, Discarded Child. Welcome in. Hi. I hope you're doing well. Hi. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. But yeah, I am trying to model art. The struggle. I understand why they're so expensive. I really do think that if I love drawing. But I feel like if I could pay someone to get it there for me, I probably would. Because I feel like the problem is that no matter what I draw, I don't like it. And so it leads to me redoing it a lot more than I need to. It's a bit stinky. I'm a bit of a perfectionist at times, I've been told. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. It does kind of suck though, because to completely pivot topics, I might have to start streaming. I already only stream like a few days a week, but I probably I want to stream more. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I want to stream more, but at the same time, I feel like I should stream less because I think I'm damaging my vocal cords still. Like, I know that when I do karaoke, it's not grand, but I was hoping that if I didn't do karaoke frequently and that I did my best to like not force things, like that it would be okay. But I've noticed recently that I've been getting sore throats a lot, and it's hard to tell if it's just because it's flu season. Like, it's still winter, it's still cold. It's hard to tell if it's because it's still a bit chilly, and like, because I am tired. And so it's like, I could just be having consistent colds. Like, when I was, like, it's really common for me that, like, it gets to, like, winter, and it feels like there's just a cold that doesn't go away. It feels like I get every micro illness. So it's like, it could be that, cause yeah, I don't know which it is, and it's hard to tell without, like, because the process of looking into it's like probably not going to be covered, and it's probably going to be long wait times, and it's probably not going to be something that can be sorted. So it's like I'm stuck in that thing of like, well, it's probably better to just try and deal with it as it's there. So like, because I talk a lot, and even if I didn't stream, I feel like the amount that I talk, because I try to talk, it feels so weird to say that it's like, because like streamer 101, make sure you talk. Make sure you talk to your chat, make sure you have things to say. And then I'm over here like, I'm trying to talk less. Because I think that my problem is that I do karaoke. And then if I just let it rest, it would be fine. But I do karaoke, and then I do normal streams. And in those normal streams, I'm still talking. It's hard to get a grasp on, because it's like, if I could just talk a bit quieter, and I could be a bit calmer, and I could talk a little less, it'd probably be fine. And I keep trying to remind myself of like, hey, you don't have to yell at everyone. Like, you can just talk in a normal volume. Because I did get told a lot. I was that kid that's like inside voice, and it's like, so anyway, like, what's an inside voice? But then you take me outside in public now, and I'm so quiet. It's like the, hey, can you speak up? And it's like, I start sweating, like, what do you mean speak up? Someone might hear me. But then I sit in front of camera and I'm just so happy. You know, it's such a good thing. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to chat. I'm so happy to have people to talk to. And so it's hard to be like, nah, stop. Stop being happy. And calm. So I think that's my problem, is that I sing, I strain the vocal cords, and then they never get that full rest period, because then I feel like as soon as they start feeling better, I start streaming again. And then I talk too much, I irritate them again, and then there'll be a few days break in between of streaming, and they'll start to feel better, and then but also it could just be the flu. It could just be a cold. And it sucks because there's actually like there was a few things I wanted to throw my like hat in the ring for, because I like even though I've streamed for so long, I feel like I haven't been a part of many projects, because I see things and it's like, that looks like fun. Like, I could put applications in, like I could fill out the Google Docs, I could join the Discord, I could message and be like, hey. But then that's like scary. That's scary. Very scary. And so it's in an odd place where I want to stream more, because I love streaming, and I want to stream more than just the 3 days a week. But at the same time, I worry if I stream more than the 3 days a week, that if I do that, then not the Google Docie, the good Google Docie. The Google Docie where they're like, yeah, you want to take part in this project. Give us what your... I never know what to put to. It's so, like, awkward. I always feel like this little bit of, like, because they're like, how long have you been doing this? And it's like, did I lie? Is this, like, a resume? Am I allowed to lie? Am I allowed to straight up be like, you know, oh, during this time period, that wasn't unemployment, that was NDA? Can I just lie on my resume for that, you know? It's like, no, I haven't been doing this for that long, really inconsistently. Because I feel like on paper, I don't care until it gets to these things, right? But I feel like if on paper it's like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for like, you know, so many years, and to be where I am, which is very good. Like, again, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy with what I have, because like, content creation is such a vicious, like, I say vicious, but it's difficult, right? It's a lot of luck. You can put in a lot of hard work and get nowhere. And it's like, I am already so grateful for everything that I have. But like, when applying to things, it's like, I feel like they're looking for bigger numbers than that. I'm feeling like this should have, is it like fishes where I can like, can I just like, I need the technique for like how like the fish images, but for like numbers, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, this is this giant fish, and it's like, yeah, I didn't stream really inconsistently for like 6 years almost, like, Fable, you vibe with, sometimes you get invited without trying. Because that's what I mean, it's like, I don't think I'll ever get invited without trying, because I feel like people have to be aware of you. Like, I don't know how to network. I'm going to be honest, I really don't. So part of the entertainment industry, because you think about it, streaming is a form of entertainment. See, that's what I like. I do kind of like think of like, how can I reword what I'm doing here in a way that looks good on a resume? Because like, it is talking to people. It's streaming is grabbing people's attention, communicating with clients, charity, fundraising, brainstorming, creative endeavors, time management. We don't mention that though, because it's really bad, but we lie. Little lies, it's okay if you're doing it for money. No, not really, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be like, oh, I'm really good at time management if it's to get employed. It's okay to embellish a little bit. It's not a lie, it's embellishment. But no, it's like, I feel like, you know, I don't know how to do that. I feel like it's such an odd thing. Like, how do you be like, yeah, I want to throw my hat in there? Because I feel like on one hand, I know this, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know this to be true. Like, I know with my mind and what makes sense what's true, but there's that little voice that says things and you know it's wrong, but you can't ignore it, right? And so I know that throwing your hat into projects and trying to take part in projects and putting your hat, like, your name in the hat, right? There is nothing wrong with that. The worst that happens is you don't get picked. But you know what happens if you never tried? You also still didn't get picked. But at least you gave it a go, right? I really do believe it's better to give it a go than to sit there and go, but what if, because I didn't, right? What could have been? To know. And then even if you don't get picked, it doesn't mean you're not good enough. It might just mean you need a bit more work, right? It might just mean that either you're not what they're looking for, it doesn't mean like juicy peaches, right? Juicy peach analogy. But then there's a little voice that's like, try hard! Oh, you're trying too hard! Fact, what's wrong with that? Try! You know what I mean? So I need to learn the like, again, I use the fish picture thing of like, how do I get the perfect angle to make it look like not a lie? I did catch the fish, but it doesn't look like, yeah, I was really inconsistent for a long time. I just had a lot of live stuff. But also, welcome in, Booster, welcome in. I hope you are doing well. Presentation, talking, God, talking is something I have experience with. Yeah, chat G, how do I make friends? How do I get invited to projects? Because the main ones I'm thinking of is I would love to do, because you see quite a few of them, right? And I'm not talking like, there's a big one at the moment that's in the back of my head that like, I wish, that whole thing of there's no harm in, like I said, there's no harm in putting your name in the hat. Worst that happens is that you don't get picked. Literally, that is it. The worst that happens is that, oh no, someone was more talented than you. That's always going to be true. You know what I mean? It's never, like, that's not a reason to not do stuff. Just because someone's better than you isn't a reason not to try. But, like, there's so many little projects that I'll see. Like, I'll open, like, Twitter or Blue Sky, and I'll see, like, oh, I'm doing, like, a little, like, concerts and things like that. The main one I'm thinking of. Cover projects and things like that. And I would love to. I love music. Although, as I said before, the other reason to hesitate is that I'm like, am I fucking my voice? Am I gonna sound like I, like, gargled gravel in a couple of years? Like, God, I hope not. I don't like my voice, but it's like, I'd like it to stay, you know? I don't want it to go anywhere. But, yeah. Also, again, welcome in, Feta, welcome in. I do hope that you're doing well. A working template. I think I should be good now. It's got ringworm, exactly. What's ringworm again? I remember, like, I don't know. I never, like, one of those things where my brain thought of it and, like, there's probably a quick answer in Google, but instead of actually Googling it and getting an answer, I'm just gonna air my thoughts and sound like an idiot because that's fun. Did anybody else get worms a lot as a kid? But then you grow up and it's like the worms stopped? And it's like, where did they go? How did I get them? Why is it as a kid, I always had, like, booty worms? Do you know what I mean? And I had to eat, like, my parents had to fork out the money because, I stopped eating that. You know what? That's probably fucking it. I'm not gonna lie. I probably did eat too much dirt as a kid. But, like, they were trying to get me to take the, like, anti-worming tablets, and I would be like, no, yucky! So they had to pay the extra to get the chocolate, or else their kid would just be, like, digging in their butt in the Woolies, and you don't want that. It's like, hey, get your hands out of there! Stop that! And it's like, butt itchy. So I had to get the, like, chocolate. And that went on for a while. Like, I was annoyed. Like, I really didn't like tablets, so even though I was, like, too old for the, it's like, the chocolate's for, like, babies, right? It is for, like, this child cannot take a tablet, so you give them chocolate. I just hated tablets. I still do, but I, like, had to get, it was, like, a whole packet. It was, like, the whole thing. It's, like, to get to the point where the, like, weight to, like, chocolate ratio was correct. Because it got to the, it's, like, the white, like, no, I want the chocolate. Like, no, I don't want to take a pill. Give me the chocolate. So they had to buy, like, a whole fucking deworming chocolate that usually you would get several doses out of. But I would have the whole thing to my... Like, it'd be, like, the whole thing. I remember. I think it was, like, you meant to, like... You know, it was like, oh, it's a couple of squares. And then it's like... Yeah, here's, like, 8. It's like a whole block of chocolate. Because you got an itchy butt. So here's a block of chocolate. Solutions, you know? Mud has leftover nutrition. It's like, even if it wasn't eating them, it's like, I played in mud a lot. And then, okay, this is probably, you know what? Thinking back on it, is this TMI? Is this oversharing? Yeah. Is this the kind of thing that, like, you'd have to waterboard out of somebody? I don't think so. But it's like, I would, like, play in mud, and my parents, I'm stupid kid, right? I'm not even going to be like, oh no, but I was just, no, stupid kid. Stupid child. Very stupid child. Very stupid. But my parents would be like, hey, I know you want to play in the mud. Can you not play in that mud right there? Because that's where the cat goes to the bathroom. And I'm like, gotcha. Check. Won't do that. Do you know what mud I would play in constantly? Do you know what garden and mud I would play in all the fucking time? Do you know what my favorite garden to get mud for making, like, little mud pies for was? Take a wild fucking guess. I got an infected finger. It was the cat. It was the cat litter one. It was the one the cat constantly went in. That's right. Oh, that's right. I got an infected finger because I had like a little like a bit of, I want to say eczema, but not really eczema. But like I'm just gonna use the word dermatitis, you know? I got a bit of irritated skin. And you know, it's the kind of thing where it's like, oh, you know, just keep it clean. God damn, that cat mud never looked so fucking... My finger ballooned. It was infected and it was covered in pus. I'm pretty sure I for my own sake, I wanna say that's the day I stopped. And so for my sake, I'm going to say that I did not play in that garden again. That's what I want to say. Is that after my finger got infected and I had to go to the doctor so that they could pop it, because like the whole thing was like it was bad. It was gross. And you know what? Suddenly, it makes sense why I stopped getting worms as an adult. Never mind. That tracks. That's probably what. That's probably. You know where I got worms a lot as a kid. Probably the same reason why I had I had to go to the doctor and take antibiotics and have a puffy finger. Probably the cat mud. Bro. It wasn't, I think it was mostly clear by that time because my parents kept telling me, no, it's not. Because they were busy. They had, like, I was like the 5th child at that point, right? So I'm like, hey, my finger's infected. And they're like, no, it's not. You're over-exaggerating. You know, and then a lot of, like, you know, dealing with other kids. And also, like, kids like to exaggerate. I was that kid that's like, give me a Band-Aid. I shoved my finger in a drawer. There is no blood. There's not even a bruise. You can't even see a mark. My finger hurts. Give me the pretty Band-Aid right now. Give me the wiggle Band-Aid on my finger. Or so help me God, I will scream. I was that kid. So they probably thought it was that I was just trying to get Band-Aids out of them. Because that was expensive. Do you know how expensive Band-Aids are? I now understand that it's like, no wonder they were like, are you actually hurt? Because it's kind of expensive to get Band-Aids with designs on them. But I wouldn't use, like, I would actually need them and I'd be like, it's not cute. So I'd take it off. And then I'd just be like, because I got hurt a lot as a kid. I'm clumsy. And so I kept being like, yeah, no, it's infected. And they were like, probably isn't. And then the one day they looked at it and they were like, you know what, maybe you're right. It wasn't like weeks or anything. It was like a day or two. It was like one day I was like, I swear it's like yellowy green. And I'm like, look, it's infected. And they're like, yeah. And it was like a day or two. And I'm like, look, it is infected. And they're like, fine, I'll book a doctor's appointment. And then, yeah, they got the little stuff. And then they popped it to let it out because I had like a big bubble all around my finger. And then it was like, and that's why I tell you not to play in the garden where the cat uses it as a litter box. Then why the hell is that where the good mud is? Why the hell would you put the good mud where the cat uses it as a litter box? Get me some better mud then, huh? Solutions. Give me better, and then I won't feel the need to use that one. Things make so much sense when I think about them sometimes. God, it is... Do you ever just think about how you made it? Like, survival of the fittest, I'm gone. 100%. I would have died to something very poisonous. There is so many cases I can think of off the top of my head that I would have been absolutely gone and dead if it wasn't for the fact that they were in a modern civilization. Playing in the mud where you're told not to, like, play in, I would have died of infection. That and, like, the one that is so funny to me, probably wasn't to my mom at the time. Very fucking funny to me. There was a big snake. I live in Oz. My mom's busy trying to get everyone ready for school. And there was a snake, and it had partially squeezed under the door. And so I'm poking it under the door. And my mom's hearing, like, banging. Narrow it down in the slightest. I don't want to say red belly, because I don't think it was. It might have been a brown snake. Like, I lived rural, so snakes weren't that Like, they weren't rare, right? But I know it was one of the ones where it's like bad. I just remember that because my mom was saying that I gave her a heart attack about it. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't a carpet python, because those happen, but I'm 9% certain it wasn't a carpet python that time. But yeah, my mom hears a banging at the door, and she looks over, and I am poking the snake under the door, and it's attacking the fuck out of the front door. I can't see this. It's not like a glass door or anything like that. It's like just a solid wooden door. But yeah, apparently that gave her a heart attack. Yeah, don't do that. And then there was the one day where my mom went to pick up a towel and it wasn't a towel. And then that was the day where she became very adamant that number one, we basically weren't allowed to use the front door anymore. Because the other doors were sliding doors, so like you couldn't put anything, like it wasn't going to be able to fit under that. But like the front door for a bit was just like, don't use that. And it had like a wind stopper under it. So to like, one of those they like foam. It's like a foam noodle on each of the side with the fabric. And like the weighted ones as well. We had those at the front door and you weren't allowed to move them. Because there was just a little snake. It was just a little grass snake or something like that. And that gave my mum a heart attack because she was picking up what she thought was dirty clothing because, like, you know, we were messy kids. She goes to pick it up and she's like, oh my god, because it moves. And so then I vividly have the memory in my mind of my mum shooing a snake out the front door with a towel. She had like a tea towel and she's trying to brush the snake out the front door. And it's very funny to me now. She didn't think so. No, that was not funny to her. But in my mind, the mental imagery of like, the memory and the imagery of my mom like trying to shoo a snake with a tea towel is kind of fucking funny. It was only a little thing. It was like a really thin little snake. It wasn't like a carpet python or anything like that. It wasn't like a, you know, big brown snake or anything like that. It was just little tiny little snake. So, yeah. Carpet snakes or door snakes, aptly named then. Very well named then. Most of the time, the snakes that were like at home, we're growing up, were just carpet pythons, harmless. If anything, it's one of those ones where it's like, look, it's eating the mice. Like, I remember going to visit my mum the one time, and I'm just talking to her, and she goes, ah. And then you can just hear the thudding in the roof, and she's like, it's eaten well. And it's like, what the fuck are you on? Like, what? What do you mean? Like, huh? And so it's like, apparently it like goes, like you can tell it's eaten well, because it'll go along the like roof, and it'll like thud in between the like rafters, and it's like, it's very funny. Tiger snake every single time. I've seen quite a few snakes. I still remember my counterpart Jesse. I remember bringing him around and being like, yeah, guys, this is who I'm dating. And then it's the first time they're interacting, by the way. This is the first time I've actually formally introduced him to my family. And my dad's outside, and he's like, hey, can you just help me with something for a moment? And he's like, yeah, sure. And my dad's like, yeah, can you just hold this bag? I was like, yeah. Because my dad's got like a pipe. Because I've told this story a lot, but it's so funny to me, right? I mean, you've seen the trope of the dad trying to scare away the boyfriend with a gun, right? We do it different. It's got the what is it's not cloth. I want to say hessian, but that's not the right word either, I don't think. But it's like that really rough fabric. But it's like bag, and it's like, oh, he's like, my dad's holding a pipe, And he's like, yeah, can you just hold this at the bottom? And my dad's like trying to shake the pipe to try, and like my mom's like, what are you doing? He's like, there's a snake. Did not tell Jesse that before. Canvas, yeah, that works. It's like a canvas, it's kind of thing that horse feed comes in, because we had horses. We had horses and chickens, so it's like a feed bag. Did not tell Jesse beforehand that the bag he was holding would soon contain a snake. It was just a carpet python. But it was just a very funny interaction of just like, hey, can you come hold this for a second? Oh yeah, no, I'm just trying to shake a snake in there. I'm like, this boy is never texting me back. It's been 10 years, so it's been, you know, not where it ended, but I, for a solid, like, I was just like, oh god, and I was so happy. This is where he cuts contact. First time talking to my family, and it's like, yeah, just snake. Because my dad was trying to get it in the bag so we could go drive it up the road and like let it out far enough away. Because we can't, like, we call the snake catches like when it was like obvious. When it's one of those things where I feel like when there was really small kids, always it was out. Like, it's like, no snakes at all, ever. But then when it was like all of us had grown up and we're all like adults, so like there's no like small children. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, my god. That is the... Whipping the snake out and at the first meeting is crazy. That is a crazy interaction. It was so funny. I also just think it was the no warning too that got me. Was just hold it. Like, even I would have been angry. I was angry at his mom. I'm like, you didn't even tell him to like be extra careful because there's about to be an angry as fuck snake in there? Like, what? Like, it's so funny. But yeah, it is kind of funny, the mentality is of like, I definitely have that mentality of if it interferes with me, if it is dangerous or in a, like a disease way, right? Like if it's actually dangerous to be around, then I'm like, no, it's gotta go. If I can't see it and it's not gonna hurt me, then until it becomes a, oh, it's gotten brave and bold and it's actually out in the house now, that's when it has to be relocated. You know what I mean? It's like spiders for me are like that. Like huntsmans. It's like, if all I can see it is in the corner of my eye at the top of a wall sometimes, keep eating, buddy. The moment I catch you like out openly on my bed, or like on a desk, or like somewhere where that's my space and I might actually bump into you, you gotta go. You've gotten too brave. You gotta, I'm sorry, but you gotta go now. But up until that point, like, spiders don't bother me. And like if it's outside, like growing up, it was very common to have like snakes be places, like just like a, oh yeah, no, don't go over there, there's snakes. Like, you know, oh yeah, be careful in the shed, there's snakes. Yeah, there's a carpet python that lives in there, bloody huge. So just be careful. And it's like, I guess now that I live more in like suburban areas, I'm like, that's kind of crazy, is it not? To just be like, oh no, there's a snake that just lives in my shed. Or like, there's like... relocate, you know what? Like, I kind of, like, what do you mean I might get jump scared if I open the shed door? But like, growing up and like, actually, like, just live, I feel like I've gone soft, do you know what I mean? I feel like the more I live, like, not on acreage, the more I'm like, oh my god, bugs, ugh. But growing up, I was like, it was never really a problem. Like, it is kind of funny, because I would be like, oh, swimming? Is the water moving and, like, deep and not, like, completely mud color and smell like death? Yeah, sure, I'll jump in there. And now I look at water and I'm like, kind of murky. Like, I don't know, man, that's kind of murky. Meet more meth heads. The other night, I swear it was one of those times you ever just feel like the universe is like, oh no, you weren't meant to be out tonight. You know what I mean? Like, you're getting that thing of, like, maybe I should go home. Like, maybe I shouldn't, like... Because as we were leaving, very like, it's one of those things, very minor, but, like, when it's, like, all of it together, it's like, what is even going on? But as we were trying to leave our car park, someone just parks in the middle of it. Like, our car park's, like, one car park per place. There is no guest parking. You park on the street. But as we're going to leave, we're like, oh, what? Because there was just a guy in the car there, and we're like, oh, what are they doing? There's no places to park. Is he looking for a spot? Like, what's he doing? And then we realized, like, no, he is parked just in the middle of our, like, in the thing. And we're like, oh, that's, like, odd. He better not park in our space where we get back from doing the groceries. Like, that's crazy. Because it's not a big car park. It's a little car park for, like, apartments. So, like, you're taking up most of the space now. Like, it's crazy. And then we go to the grocery store and we walk in and there's an alarm going off and we're like, wait, is that for, like... And then Jesse's like, wait for it. We're gonna get evacuated. Because I'm sitting like, oh, is that like a theft alarm or something? And he's like, no, we're about to be evacuated. Turns out, yep. Also, I love hate, right? Like, as like am as old as I am, there's still a spark of joy. I know that I'm not cold and dead inside because there's a spark of joy when I hear a fire siren. You know what I mean? When I hear sirens, there's that little like, yeah, when I see a fire truck. And it's like, as long as that stays, as long as that little spark inside me that's like, fuck yeah, fire truck. That's how I know there's still a life worth living. Because someone, someone had tried to, like, it was extinguished by the time we'd gotten there, but obviously the alarms, they have to evacuate anyway, protocol, everything like that. But yeah, someone had tried to set fire in the store. So that was crazy. So then we go to the other store, and we do our shopping. Another alarm goes off. That's great. It wasn't one where we needed to evacuate, but it's like that thing of like, please God, don't. We're halfway through the shopping. Can we just get our groceries? Please. Like, I'd like to eat tonight. Can I just eat tonight? That would be great. And then, so like I said, was one way we needed to evacuate. We step outside. And no idea where it's coming from, but it's just that thing of like, it smells aggressively of smoke. It's like, it smells like something's burning down somewhere. We couldn't see anywhere where there would have been a fire. There's no sirens or anything, so it's probably just someone's bonfire. But it's just that thing of like, adds on to the like, what the hell? One store goes to get set on fire. There's still alarms at the other store. And then we get home. The person didn't park in our spot. They're gone by then, luckily, so that's great. And then another alarm starts going off in the distance. And it's like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't go. Like, you know, because we were thinking about going for a drive just to get out of the house. Go for like a night drive. And it's like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't. I think we should stay in. I think that's a sign we should probably stay in. Don't meet too many methods. You might have my kind of brain. Well, I mean, I don't meet too many people in general. I don't meet too, like, I don't go out, which is why that was a lot for me. Because it's like, I don't go out in general. And then I go out and both stores I go to have alarms going off in them. And then I get home and there's another alarm going off in the distance. And it's like, I need to lay down. I'm going to put the groceries away and I'm going to lay down. The older I get, the more I understand why my mom would constantly be like, not right now. I need to lay down. I like, little me full of energy is like, I don't get it. What do you mean? What do you mean you need to lay down? Why does that mean you can't insert whatever the hell I wanted here? I didn't understand why she was constantly just like, I need to lay down. And I get it, dude. Holy shit. And I do anything and it's like, I need to lay down. Do the groceries. I need to lay down. Take the trash out. Nah, I need to lay down now. Do a phone call. I had, like, you know, oh man, I had to answer the phone. Hang on. I need to lay down now. I gotta have a lay down now. Play a game that was particularly like, you know, oh my, this game had stuff happening in it. Hold on. Guess what? It's lay down time. Not even a nap. Like, I don't even know what it is about it. It's just laying down, being horizontal. It's so good. When I googled it, it said that's actually like a, yeah, when I googled it, it said it's actually a sign of POTS and heart conditions, and I was like, oh. But I'm gonna ignore that. You see, I mentioned the possibility of POTS to my doctor, and they were like, yeah, probably, just drink more electrolytes. And there's no point diagnosing it, because until you're passing out, there's nothing that can be done. So, like, wait, maybe I'm cooked? You might be cooked. You could be cooked. It's that thing of, like, it feel again, it's a 50-50 toss-up. It's like, it could be that I'm old. Because that is true. It could be that I'm old. It could be that I'm low in iron. I stand up and I know it's getting bad because sometimes like, you know when you stand up too fast and it's like, oh, I'm a little dizzy, and maybe the vision goes a little blurry, maybe it darkens around the edges a little. I go straight up nothing. I stand up too fast and I just have to stand still because it's like, there is like a black screen. I got a loading screen. Do you ever just get IRL loading screens? I don't think that's meant to happen. But that's what I got. And so it could be that. It could be that I'm old. And that I get loading screens when I stand up. I'm also vitamin D deficient. That's that too. It's like one of those things where it's like, pick a number. Any number. Who knows? But also, welcome in, Aim. Hi. We were just bitching about being old. I'm so old. It takes me a second if I stand up too quick, but my blood has to flow further. I was told that I was low iron. I was told my options were try and take a supplement, or that I would eventually need an infusion. If because I don't know how to get more iron up in there, you know? I take supplements and they give me horrid migraines. They give me the kind where I can't stand up, it's too dizzy, the lights hurt. Levels of headaches. And they start as soon as I take iron, and they stop as soon as I take iron, and multiple times throughout my life. So I know it's the iron supplements doing it. Because they can do that. And so at that point, my only choice is an infusion, because I'm just really sensitive to it. And I try to eat, I eat so many. You know what I mean? I eat heaps of, meat, and I try to eat veggies. Sometimes I eat a vegetable. But no, I try to. There shouldn't be a reason for it. And yet, everyone in my family, every blood test without fail is told they have low iron. What am I meant to do? Eat the whole fucking cow? How many cows am I meant to eat a day? I don't get it. On one hand, it's like, oh no, you need to eat less meat because, you know, you want to be healthy, eat more veggies, eat less meat. And then it's like, but I'm eating all the veggies that they say have plenty of iron, and I'm eating red meat. God damn, it's constant. The only times I've ever had decent iron was when I was in the hospital the one time, and they were like, hey, yeah, before you go, can we give you an infusion? And I was like, sure. Because that was them paying for it, so I was happy to do that. When I'm not paying for it, fucking, yeah, plug me in, bitch. But that, was the only time I had decent iron. And then it just got lower and lower and lower and lower. But until that point, it had never been a normal level. It's always been low. Every time without fail. It's like, oh wait, well, you know, we'll do a blood test for whatever was my problem at that time. And then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you have low iron. And it's like, yeah. I swear I could eat a steak a day and it's still gonna be low. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, I feel like it's genetic. If it's everyone in my family suffers from being told yeah, you have really low iron. And so, but when I try to, when I try to take iron supplements, headaches. Unbearable, not the kind that you can just grin and bear headaches. It's crazy. So, like, that could be why I like lie downs too. But also, goddamn lie downs is so comfy. There is just something so blissful about, like, yeah, I did something very mediocre that somebody has to do every single day. And now I lay in bed about it. It's great. It's fantastic. Damn, that phone call where all I said was, yeah, I am available on that date was so tough. God, my bed is so comfortable. Lay down now. It's been a tough day, you know? It's time to lay down. Gotta have a lay down. Sat at your desk and played games? Time for a lay down. Everything is just an excuse to go lay down. It really be that way, you know? It'd be like that. That's all life is. Going from bed to like something and then back to bed. Always wanting to be in bed. It's just so crazy to think about. When it's like, as a kid, I was like, that's the worst thing ever, wanting to lay in bed. I could never imagine that. And then it's like, oh god. It calls to me like a siren. Oh, the quilts, the weighted... The moment you get a weighted blanket, it's over. It really is. It's like, oh man, I'm gonna be productive, lays under weighted blanket. I will see you all tomorrow. Live good life 20 years in bed. I'm gonna leave an imprint, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like a... I'm gonna fuse. It is... It's so comfy in beds, though. And then it's made worse by phones. I really do feel like I need to give myself a rule. I want to buy an alarm clock. Because I feel like part of my problem is that I go have a lay down, and then it's 2 hours later of, again, my problem isn't so much social media as it is the worst fucking thing to have a problem with, Sudoku. I will open the app on my phone and I'll be like, numbers, where does number go? And next minute it's like 3 hours later. And it's like, huh? What? Why, like, can it at least be something like cool or productive or fun? Or something I get better at? Mattress option? Oh, 100%. I like, it's always been a goal of mine to, I don't drive or care for cars. But if you ask me what my dream car is, the kind of car that's reliable and where I can just lay the back seats down and put a mattress on it. Because you know what that's good for? Fucking everything, man. Like, the kind of car that can fit a mattress in the back when you lay the seats down. Going camping, excellent. Going, like, you've got beds sorted, right? You're going to the beach, great. Do you know what's great? Having, like, somewhere you can sit that isn't in the sand. Having somewhere to lay down or, like, sit in the back and, like, look out. Like, you know what I mean? Fantastic. Going to the movies, the drive-in theater, great. Excellent for that, too. You know what I mean? Like, those kind of cars where you can, like, pop out the back and lay down. Excellent. That's the dream. Having... Because it's just... I don't know. There's something so... I still remember... at the time I was like... lame. And now I kind of get it. But I remember in, like, biology class. So, like, it's class. And... my teacher, we were on an excursion to go to the beach to learn wakeboarding because it was marine biology. And it was that thing of like, we go learn and then it has that fun thing at the end of the thing. So it's like, we go and we learn about marine stuff. And then we go and boogie boarding, not wakeboarding. What am I talking about? Boogie boarding. Brain fried. Boogie boarding. And my teacher... we're like, okay, we're like, gotta get back to the bus, and we're looking for a teacher, and he's like talking to somebody outside of their van and asking like, oh man, that's a really good setup. Like, you know, And he's like talking to him about the specs of the van and how he got it set up and how much it cost him. And like, obviously I'm like, sir, can we just go back to like, you know, either like, can we go where we need to go? Like, it's kind of like, I'm technically at school right now. Like, why am I waiting for you to talk to a random guy? Why am I waiting for you to finish? It was only a very quick thing. It was mainly doing it while we were all like boogie boarding, and it was like Andy was still talking to the guy. Because that teacher like surfed a lot. And when I was like, I get it now. I get it. It's like, you know, you see a really cool setup in the back of a van and you're like, wait, so how much did that cost you and how'd you do that? Like, I like, you know, because that's, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand now. The time I was like lame. And now I'm like, you know what? No, I get it. Maybe not because like you're actively being paid, like you're at work right now, like you're the teacher, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, hold on, Commodore again. Commodore is so, I don't know, I feel like such iconic. I feel like it's like one of those things where it's I write a passage, combi van. I mean, we don't need to get me anything. I can't drive. Like, I say all this, and I can't even drive. But I've always been envious. Like, there is like, I feel like I don't get like envious jealousy a lot. Like, I feel like I'm like, oh man, I wish I had that anyway. But there is something about that, like, actual, like, staring longing of, like, I don't want you here because I wish I had that. You know what I mean? There's a difference between, like, that's cool, I wish I had that anyway, and that, like, it's distracting me from my being because I can see what you have. That was me at drive-ins. When I would be in the car, and it would still be comfy, don't get me wrong. But you'd look out over, and you'd see some motherfucker with the esky and the mattress, and they look so comfy watching the movies, and it's just like, damn, I wish that was me. Like, I can't watch this movie. Because the whole time, I can't even think of what movie it would have even been. But the whole time, I'm trying to focus on the movie up there, but my eyes keep darting over like, why don't I have a bed right now? Why am I seated upright in the car? Why do they get to look so comfy? Fuck them. You know? Why are you in my line of sight? I can't enjoy my movie anymore. Because you're in my line of sight. I feel like that's one of the few times where it's ever felt that, like, I want you away from me because I'm jealous. That I can't function because I'm jealous. When people pull up to the movies with the mattresses in their cars, that's when I'm jealous. I want to go to the drive-ins again on that note. You know what? I thought drive-ins would be more expensive, but they're actually surprisingly, like, I don't want to use the word cheap because, like, I don't think cheap's, like, the right word to use. But, like, just, like, I thought it would be more. You know what I mean? Like, with the price of everything going so, like, expensive, I didn't expect it to kind of be reasonable to go to the drive-in. Like, it's reasonable in the sense if you compare it to everything else, right? Especially if you're going with enough people. Because I think there was a drive-in near me, and it was like, if you want to go, if you're taking more than, I think if it's 3 people, it's worth it to go to the drive-in, because then it goes down to being like one of the cheapest movie tickets. And then if you want to go, I think I'm off the top of my head, this could be completely wrong, but I think for a car full of people, so I think it was like up to 6. I think it was 5 or 6. But that many people in a car, because you just pay by the car at that point. You pay per ticket, and then over a certain point, you just pay per car. And for 2 movies, it was, I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks. And it's like, that's not bad when you do the math. Like 50 bucks, it's like, whoa, that's like, but it's like, to go to the movies is so expensive. And obviously that doesn't include popcorn or anything like that, but that's the beauty of the drive-in. That's why you have these things called an esky. I don't think you can bring outside drink in, but, or I think I think under a certain age you can't bring out, I can't remember. I think it was reasonable, but it was like, that's why you have eskies and things like that. I think it's just no alcoholic beverages, but You don't have to pay for bring your own popcorn and sandwiches. You eat the sandwiches out of the SQ, like your can of drink, and you're fine. You don't need anything more than that. And then if you've got enough people in the car, it ends up being, I think it was like something like $5 a movie. It's like, that's pretty decent. There's not really many places where you can get $5 tickets for movies unless it's like an amazing sale deal. And like, so many movies, it's like, the place I go to is the cheap one, and I think it's like $12 a ticket. But if I want to go to the one that's like not the cheap theater and the one that's close and more frequent, so like, but if I wanted to go to the one that's closer, it's like $20 a ticket. Like, huh? I know movies have always been expensive, but that expensive? That feels like crazy. That feels egregious. Maybe that's just what getting old is. Is being like, but I could have so much for that price. You know how I know I'm getting old as well, though? This stream has just turned into me bitching about, like, man, I'm ancient. I know I'm getting old because the idea of going to the movies is less and less appealing. Like, the runtime of movies is too long. Bones, and my bones are too old, but no, it's just like, but like going out to the movies for like, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, that's fine. But it's like sometimes, like some of these runtimes, it's like almost 3 hours, and I was like, you want me to leave my house and sit in one place for like 3 hours? 3 hours? I'd rather be at home so I can pause it and have like snacks, like, and like stretches, and I don't know. I feel like maybe this is very much a skill issue, but like talking, you can't talk at the movies. And that's a good thing. I don't think you should be able to. But for 3 hours, do you really expect me to not be able to have an opinion in 3 hours? I'm gonna want to be like, oh man, that was so stupid. And that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to, for 3 hours and stuff, like 2.5, I say 3, but like 2.5 feels like that pushing it, you know? And it's like, well, because it's not even that the movie sucks. It's just like, if I'm going, I don't want to be in a dark room where I'm not allowed to talk surrounded by strangers for 2.5 hours at the price that they are, when, like, maybe it is that I'm older, I'm more patient, maybe? I don't think so. I'm very impatient. But it's like, I would rather just wait for it to become available on a streaming service, or I'm gonna be, like, it's kind of, would it stop or make you start spinning? I think I would start spinning. I think it spins with that much power. I think it's that powerful. There's a lot of RPM in that. Did I get that right? But no, it's like, and again, for the price, think about it this way. It's like, the one that's cheaper that I can go to is a long distance. So not only do I have to spend 2.5 hours in the movie theater, I also then have to drive for a considerable amount of time. That costs petrol. So for the price it is for 2 tickets plus your snacks, because obviously no outside snacks. So once you get your 2 tickets and your snacks and the petrol, for the same price, I can just sit at home, lay in bed, and throw it up on my projector. Like, why would I? And then it's like, oh, I want to watch it in a better quality. Like I have a decent TV. Like, the only reason why I make the pilgrimage out to the movies at the moment is if it's a movie where I think it would benefit so greatly from the sound system. You know, like, the few left that I go to is dinosaurs, Godzilla, old movies that I know are good. You know what I mean? Because that is the risk. Either you have to spoil it, like, 'cause that is crazy, isn't it? That you have to spoil it for yourself, or risk spending 2.5 hours and a bunch of money on a movie that's kind of mid. You know what I mean? Like, 90 minutes is fine. I feel like 90 minutes on a bad movie is fine. It's neither here nor there. But I feel like if I sit down for 2.5 hours and I don't feel like I got my money's worth, that's devastating. That's, like, crazy. So I don't have to spoil it by looking up if it's even good. I think I'm just old. I think I'm just old as shit. Because there are a few movies that I did want to see in cinemas, but I didn't go because I was, like, unwell. Because like I was saying before, I think I've just got a constant cold. Like, I'm constantly sore muscles and tired. And, like, my throat's itchy. And I just feel this general sense of, like, muckiness. But it's like, I really wanted to see Project Hail Mary in this theaters. Like, I really, but I wasn't well enough, so I watched it at home. Good movie, but like that's, out of recent memory, I feel like that's the one I regret not going to see in cinemas the most. Like, I feel like most of them, it's like, I don't feel like, oh, I really could have benefited from having the really, really loud speakers. Kids have it too good these days. I feel like it's not the worst thing. It does suck though. I feel like again, the thing is, no, there's not one thing that's the problem. I feel like I would go to the movies more if it wasn't as expensive. But also, like, the run times are like one thing, but also if it just wasn't as expensive. Because if I want to go see a movie close, that is like $20 a ticket I have to put aside in a time where $20 is a lot. Like, that's $20 on, like, I know you can make the argument that you're getting more bang for your buck because you've got more movie per, like, you know, $20 for a 2-hour movie, more bang for your buck, but, I could spend that money and get a game that will give me more fun. Like, arguably. Like, I can get the game and I can still watch the movie when it comes to streaming, and at that price, like, you can rent it. Like, a lot of movies go to streaming pretty, like, fast, like, rentability. Corsets are pointless and look so uncomfortable. Ooh, it depends. Corsets with no support, I feel like, are just for the aesthetic. But if we're not talking about the stinky corsets, where, you know, too tight, poor support, trying too hard to, like, you know what I mean? Like, the trying to squeeze you. But if we're talking about the corsets where they actually offer support, then they are comfy. You know what I mean? Those are different. They support your back. You know what I mean? It's like if you have, like, it's like it helps hold you up. And that's, you know, I don't need a corset or makeup to look beautiful. You're naturally beautiful. You don't know that. I could be Shrek back here. I don't wear either of those. Number one, I don't have a corset because I'm too poor. Because like I said, you've got the cheap ones, right? Yeah, they're super bad science. Yeah, wear a corset to the movies. Also, that's a crazy fucking username. Welcome in. How do it? I'm just ranting at this point. I was meant to be drawing, then I got distracted, and now I'm just kind of ranting. Shrek kind of, you know what? There is somebody for everybody. I actually started watching the Shrek musical. I got halfway through, through it, but then, before, like, it was one of those things of like, oh, you know, let's do something else. So I was watching something else at that point. I didn't stop it because it was bad. I stopped it because I started watching something else. AI was doing it for you? Of course not. It's one of the few things I have left that's mine. It's one of those things where you don't have to be good at it to still find enjoyment in it. At least for me. So I may find a lot of things that I don't like about things, but I do like drawing. I just forget. Foreground. That is Go. I forgot to post the program. I've been streaming for like so long. I was actually about to be like, oh, I should end soon. That is Go. It is. I thought it was a cute little working stream that I could use in the background. And then I wanted to try and set up a room with multiple places in it so that if people wanted to join, it's technically possible to join as far as like co-working streams. Because it's one of those things of like, maybe it's the winter blues, but I'm finding at the moment I'm having more of those days where I'm like, ugh, I feel stinky. And rather than allowing myself to rot them, I thought it would be a cute idea, just do more co-working streams. When I'm not feeling up to doing, like, much, just showing up is probably the best that I can do. Even, like, you know, having more low expectation. I'm just here co-working style of streams. But yeah, that's the name of the program. Teasing you. I'm easily teased. I feel like I'm too easy to not that insight's not the right word, but you know what I mean? Like, get a reaction, that's what I'm thinking of. It's too easy to get a reaction out of me. I need to learn to be better at that. Too many times it's like, one thing and it's like, hey! I will rant about that. But yeah, I feel like having, oh yeah, the double head pat. Hell yeah. Rub the brain better. You know, having more, like, streams with low expectation is the goal. Don't expect too much energy and stuff. Better than not turning up at all. Where the hell, how long is it? Does that feel like it's right? Like that needs to be shorter. I probably am gonna give up and grab a, like, a 3D model to help me proportion this. Because I'm not very good at it. I wish I kept up my drawer, it never went anyway. I say that it's that, but it's like, I haven't drawn in a very long time. I have been very inconsistent. I've been drawing, like, if we want to go like, oh, when did you first, like, pick up a pencil with the intention of drawing? That wasn't like, you know, preschool art projects. It'd be like, oh, well, like in high school. I, like, got into doing art when I was like 14, I want to say. But like, I would say that my art didn't go anywhere because I draw like one thing a year. If I could give up I'm too slow at it. As we can see here, it's like, even when I'm not streaming it, like when I'm streaming it, I get really shy. But even when I'm not streaming it, I get really like, oh no, I didn't like that line. And I'll redraw the same line like 500 times. Like, it's to the point of like insanity. Like, it's like, no, no one cares. But all it does is hinder at that point. And I understand it, but I can't stop it. You know what I mean? I feel like the proportions I'm going for to bring it in, for it to look better proportioned. Because I don't want it to be... I'm constantly stuck. I feel like, I guess it's a stylistic thing, but I do feel like for me, my problem with my art, you know, saying it like that sounds like there's a big problem, but it's like, besides the whole being slow thing, is that I can't figure out stylistically where I want to be. Like, if it's like a really unrealistic, semi-realistic, completely anime style, and then within that anime style, where do I want, like, you know what I mean? Do, like, how I, like, draw things, like, style. I feel like even after all this time, I don't know where to put my style. Because, like, even, like, hips, right? It's something like you can have it and it's, like, it's just that. Like, it goes out and then it goes in. And then it's like, well, do I want there to be a dip here? Because that then gets it more, like, don't just copy it, My Little Pony. True, maybe I should. I tried to do that. There was, like, a period of time where I was feeling it didn't go anywhere. Don't worry, like, yeah, my art never goes anywhere. But I did was feeling particularly experimental. And I like drew bases for, I like bases, but like was sketching out ideas for like if I was going to try and draw like a My Little Pony theme, because I wanted to do commissions. And so obviously if I'm going to do commissions, I want to have a wide like ability. So I was practicing like furry art styles and My Little Pony, and again, never went anywhere. And I've kind of come to the realization of I don't think I'm ever going to do commissions for, at least not for VTuber art. I just don't think that I'm good enough. Or, well, I've thought about it. I've asked people and they said they see the logic. But I feel like I still fail to. But it's like, talk to your model artist. Oh, I am my model artist. Like, this is my art. And rigging. I made this. For most of my, like, channel, I made most of my assets. For, like, only recently did I change out the emotes for ones that were from a program. Because I did my own emotes, but I just didn't like them, and I kept meaning to redo them, and I was supposed to redo them for like 2 fucking years. And I was like, it's time to give up. It's time to give up and either at least change it out for now. And then at a later date try again to redo my emotes. Or save up and commission. But I mean, good is subjective. I'm not a big fan of it. But like this is my yes. I feel like there's a lot of things I'm okay with, and then there's a lot of things where it's like I'm not. So, but no, I've thought about doing commissions, not the rigging. The rigging is like, that's the bit that makes me want to rip my hair out the most. But yeah, it really, really, really is. Even just the process of, I have a VR chat model that I paid for, and that and it is allowed. I double-checked, I've triple-checked, quadruple-checked every time I open the page. I triple-check that it's like, this does allow this. I use it for VTubing stuff, right? And it allows this. I feel the need to clarify because I feel like sometimes this gets lost. But I have a VR chat model that I paid for, and it's fantastic. But even just the process of moving it from Blender to Unity to change add VR, like ARKit blend shapes that I paid for. I didn't actually make them. Just to edit the shapes that are already there, to rename them so that they work with the face tracking. The amount of errors that I kept running into from shit that like I still don't know it's literally a case of I export it. No, it's wrong. I export it again. This time it's right. Nothing changed. What the fuck? Just the process of that was difficult enough. Not let alone the rest of the fucking shit. Just exporting what already exists. 3D feels impossible. I wanted to do 3D at one point. I tried to learn Blender, but it never stuck. And it got to the point where I was like, no, that's it. 2D it is. But no, I've thought about doing 2D, like live 2D art, but making it really cheap. Because the turnaround, like because that's the reason why I don't do commissions for that, is mainly the turnaround time. Is that it's like, it's gotta take a while. You gotta give it time to cook. Because I'm gonna redo it like 3 times. Just an idiot? Probably. Like, it's one of those things where when I Google it, it's the errors that pop up, like, not even like errors pop up, just the problems I run into are just things of like, oh yeah, that happens. And it's like, so what's the solution? What do you mean? Like, especially with the exporting it from Blender into Unity. Like, I kept looking at it, I was like, oh no, that just happens. What do you mean that just happens? You had someone to help them? It's called Google. I've had people offer with like, oh, if you ever need help with this, then let me know. And I've been tempted to be like, hey, remember how you said that if I ever got really stuck on this, then you would, that you could help me out? And I've been tempted to take them up on their offer and be like, hey, all I want to do is this. Can you tell me how to, like, do that? But, like, the real job? Not at the moment. It's rough out there. I'm stuck in a limbo. It's one of those things where I've talked about it before, and I feel like I've ranted about it enough. And so I don't want to start that one again. I feel like that one in particular I've ranted about enough. But yeah, kind of stuck in a limbo right now. Not quite sure where to go with that. Testament to sometimes you just don't end up where you think you would be in life, you know? That's okay, cause I have to remind myself that no, it's just that thing of, it's like I have to remind myself that it's like, it's okay, I still provide value. My existence is still valid. Even though I'm a loser, it's okay. Hey, it just gives me more time to be an anime girl on the internet that I don't take advantage of. I really should. I feel like, I don't know if it's just me. I like to give myself this, I like to give myself that, I like delulu. I like being delusional. My favorite thing to delude myself into doing is that, like, yeah, no, if I locked in, no one break this for me. But it's like, oh yeah, if I locked in and I got real consistent, I could probably do this for a living. If I just locked in. And that's my delulu. You know, if, big words, but if I just locked in, man, I could totally, and that's what everyone likes to tell themselves. But if totally, I'm different. If I just lock in, if I, you know, I just gotta start stream. You know what though? I've never understood that though. Voicing the person out. I've been told that. I feel like it's the opposite. I worry that it's the opposite, but it's okay because Delulu, I totally have a chance. Delulu, totally. It's like, yeah. What do legs even look like? I don't even know, man. I'm just kind of scribbling. No, I've never understood the like streaming that like where it's almost like always 24/7. That one's always weird to me there. I still don't think I could do that. I still don't think that would be my lock-in. My lock-in would be like making it like a full work, like actually putting in like full-time hours, you know what I mean? Showing up 5 days out of a week, at least several hours a day, clocking in for video editing, And then that's where it dies, because then it's like... But if I lock in, you see, but if I lock in, drawing it, absolutely not. We got nowhere. Whenever I work on stuff on stream, it never gets anywhere. It is unfortunate. I wish it did, but I talk too much. I talk way too much. Like, and I know I do. But it's hard not to. I can't. I wish I could. Not good. Like, it's not like, I don't know. At this point, it's not even like, oh yeah, because of the money. Like, no. It's like, I wish I could, because it just feels like so limiting that it's like the moment I start drawing anything like even too revealing, it's like, oh no, that's a bit naughty. Like, oh no, she drew a booby. And it's like, I wish I could just draw the booby without feeling like I'm doing something wrong by drawing the booby. Let me draw the booby in peace, please. Yeah, this stream was essentially just the... I'm too out of it to actually stream, unfortunately. But I don't want to not stream, because that's lonely. In the end, I stream out of a hobby, and because it means I'm not lonely. Art and gameplay. Well, I mean, I feel like for the most part, it's gotta be the app. I feel like if anyone here for the gameplay, like, you like pause screens? You really like the menu? And even the art feels like the equivalent of a loading screen. Don't worry, we'll get there eventually. We'll have that copium. The overlay? I mean, it's working on what I'm working on. Is it not clear? Because that's the... This is my screen. This is what I have in front of me. It is reflecting my monitor. And I thought that this would be cuter than just like showing my monitor on the screen. I thought this would be cuter. And then it's like I was saying before, if I got the program set up properly, it means that, like, if anybody else wanted to, like, because there is a beauty in doing stuff with, like, alone but with others. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're not actively drawing with me, but it's like if you're working on something, it's like it feels less lonely if it feels like someone's there. I feel like I just fucked it. I feel like I had almost where I wanted proportion-wise, and then I fucked it. This is why I usually... I'm going off of, like, muscle memory of what I think a human body looks like. Not going great, I'll admit. What I think a human might look like. On screen? I am a bit confused then. Because I'm not sure who is saying is drawing. Because it's not me! And I don't know who else is drawing. But yeah, I'll probably figure out how to do the setup properly so then people can join. I wanted to make it, like I said, I wanted to draw art for big ambitions. And I think... I think if I cry myself to sleep tonight, that'll probably do it. No, but... see your screen would be awesome. You can see my screen. Because that's what I was saying, is that that is my screen. Now, yes, it is a bit. That's okay. That's why we're doodling. I should have done this earlier. Like, I'm sitting here now and it's like, goddamn, I need to end soon. I fucking... Just my model? I mean, I think we're looking at different things then. Because that overlay... Because this is the Go overlay, right? It's showing the... This is mirrored. So, like, you can see... I'm not a fairy! I'm not! Also, I hate this, so we're gonna go down. And we're gonna keep going. We're restarting again! Yay! Don't you love it? And I think it goes like this. Because I usually, again, I'm trying, my problem is, and I use the word problem in a lighter tone, right? The problem is it's not really a problem. I want to clarify that it's not like it's actually the end of the world kind of problem, but it's like the my brain fried. Give me I use 3D models a lot, and I want to use them less. There's nothing wrong with using 3D models to get, because that's what I usually use them for, is the proportions phase. Is that, and even then, it's not a direct one-to-one a lot of the time. It is usually about here's where the belly button would go, but I want the hips to be wider, or I want the legs to be longer, or I think this should be, you know, this is just the general, this is about the location of where a waist would be. And I want to try and prove to myself that I don't need all that. And what I'm proving to myself is, Jesus, fuck you, dude. Ah. Catch-22, you know? Again, nothing wrong with using 3D models for that. Especially, again, if it's just for guidelines. If it's just basically almost as a reference image, there's nothing wrong. If it looks like you've 100% traced, then maybe there's a problem, but even then, it's like, what's the purpose of it, you know? If it is for a personal... Like, if it's for personal, then that doesn't really matter, I feel. Maybe that one's an unpopular. But even if it looks like it's very blatantly like, oh yeah, you traced over like a 3D guide for this. Like, if you're not selling it to someone who thinks that you didn't, then that's fine. Like, I don't see the problem. The torso's too short now. Because if I go out, if this is the waist, it goes out and then it goes out a little bit more, because that's about, because your thighs are the thickest part. Your hips are not, it's your thighs. Your hips go out further than that. Hello! Welcome back. Yeah, we haven't made much progress. We actually restarted again. But yeah, again, welcome in, MK, welcome in! Sorry, I'm starting to get a little tired. Usually I would have ended by now. I was trying to go for a little longer. But I will end soon though. So, obviously taking suggestions for raid if there hasn't been one. I forgot to pull up in my rearranging of everything, I forgot to re-pull up the feed. But yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for any raid targets, there we go, she got the words out. But if anybody has any suggestions for who we can raid, then that would be great. My biggest problem still seems to be where things go. Feels like it's too close, too big, too small, too big, too small. Too big, too small, too big, too small. A constant little minigame. I feel like that's finally starting to get there. And then I feel like around here would be collarbones. Then you got your tramp, and then you got somewhere around here would be the shoulders. Because the shoulders should line up about where the hips are. Shoulders line up with hips. The thighs go a little wider. And now it's too short again. She's gonna have a crisis, but not really. Yeah, I was hoping I would at least get into like something that was more fun than just figuring out proportions, but I guess not. That's okay. Jesus, some of these lines are horrendous. It's like it's close but not quite, and I can't seem to get it to the quite. But no bald. Oh, if you're on the vertical, the redeems don't always go through. Because also, let me fix the angle so it's a little bit more obvious what's on my screen. Because then it's good for the full and for the... And like a little... Is that better? Can't tell. But yeah, it didn't work, but I haven't figured out how to set it up for working vertically and horizontally yet. Because I have to use 2 different versions of VTube Studio for it to work how I usually do it, and I'm not quite sure how to... Like, it's one of those things where payoffs, efforts, and everything. Don't worry, I can refund it. I'll make sure I refund it. I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot that the alerts would, like, you know, to, like, that the alerts would not work. But everything, again, too big, too short, too big, too short. I feel like I had it better the very first fucking doodle. And then I kept trying and it got worse and worse. That's how it's feeling. That seems... I would say probably for that. Proportions are hard, man. Why I usually just give up and go lay down by now. We would be laying down by now. My back hurts. Me too. I probably should call it there because I can feel that I'm getting tired and that where is it? Because of me, what would I have done? You didn't have to carry me. This isn't a game. Where is it? I'm trying to find. You can't put that on me. I take zero responsibility for that. That would actually be like miraculous. That would be unbelievable. But yes, I am gonna head out there because I am getting tired. And I'm realizing that this is feeling very much like a oh god damn it moment. Where it's like I'm just drawing the same thing over and over, and I think it's time. It's like, ah, man, maybe I need a break. I need a fresh, like, step away and come back with like fresh set of eyes. You know what I mean? Go look at something else for a while. Go watch some YouTube and rot my brain a little. I think that's what's really needed. Some brain rotting on YouTube. Thank you for joining! I appreciate it. We got basically nowhere. But that's okay. Main point was that I opened my art program again after I haven't drawn. I don't know why you know what, it's one of those things where in hindsight after using my words, it's once again, it's like why did I expect that I would not draw for a very long amount of time and then I would come back and I would be like, yeah, I am, like, there's no rusty period at all. There's no like, oh man, I haven't drawn in like a hell of a long time and I can just pick it back up and just, there's no like rustiness with like proportions or anything. It's like, it makes sense that there would be, you know? That makes sense that there would be a bit of rustiness. That checks out. That seems just about right. That seems like the outcome that would be the most, like, expected. That there would be a bit of, huh? In there. I ain't got no muscle memory left in there. I feel like all things considered, it's not like there's none. I feel like it's possible that if I had kept it up, I probably could have gotten somewhere. But at the same time, it's that like I am getting drained.
I need a... I'm stuck on that too big, too small. Too big, too small. Hips too wide, hips not wide enough, you know? Is that even really a problem? Oh no, my lobster too buttery and my steak is too juicy. Oh no, my model is dummy thick. Whatever will I do? But yes, I need to stop it because I keep picking it up and fiddling with it. And it's like, wait, no, I was reading out. Alright, who is live? Who is live that we can watch? Let's have a look-see. Unless anyone has any suggestions for who to rate that I missed because I forgot to scroll up. Holy shit. Let's see. You ever think so hard that you get the hiccups? Cause that's how it's feeling. But yeah, I have someone who is doing a birthday celebration. They're building some Legos, so we'll raid them. We're raiding Okayumi. They, oh, I should probably go to the right scene before I do all that. Yeah. And everybody for dropping in, I appreciate it greatly. Good night. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Aim, a discarded child. And is it pronounced Kelton? But thank you for dropping in, everybody. Thank you for lurking and keeping me company while I yapped and got basically no art done. This will probably be a kind of stream that returns. Hopefully not on a Saturday. I really wanted Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday to be the days that are like, those are the solid streams, right? If we're talking like production value, like, oh, look, those are the main ones. And then this is more of the like, the filler episode, of like, oh, it's like in the midweek and I feel like doing art. That's the goal, is that these kind of streams are like the thing where it's more co-working, less pressure to be a proper stream, you know what I mean? So, oh shit, my finger just... But yeah, again, though, thank you for chilling with me! Also, howdy, gaming junkie! And bye-bye! Sorry! But yeah, we were just getting ready to raid out. We're raiding Okayumi. They're building some Lego. I love building Lego bricks. I haven't built like actual name brand Lego in like a very long time. But like, I have like little Sanrio ones. They were very cute and fun. Says I came just in time, at least I could. That is true. And I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone dropping it. Time is precious. And I appreciate that everyone took time out of their day to spend it with me. I appreciate that. So once again, thank you so much. I hope you will have a fantastic rest of your time zone. I will see you all hopefully on Monday. I hope you will stay safe, happy, healthy, and hydrated. Remember to take your meds. Buy yourself a little treat. And until next time, everybody, make sure that you stay safe and bye-bye.